and welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the first place Cesta Cyclones and our defending champion Lifestyle Miami Chargers. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of the Fall 23 Battle Court season, coming to you live here from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Andrew Bleckman joined alongside Stu Nyman here on this Monday. Stu, how you doing?
Good afternoon, Andrew. I'm doing well. Ready for some fantastic action between the Cyclones and the Chargers.
And to get started here with a little single, second-ranked single. Some of the top players going at it, Iturbide and Manny. Let's take a look here at our standings as we do before all of our performances. See those Cyclones up at the top? Just 7 full points, almost a full game day ahead of the Devils, and the same possible points remaining. Got to keep those Renegades in mind. 2 game days to catch up to the Devils and Cyclones. Got the Chargers. After today, they will be caught up with some of those top teams, and the Warriors down there at the bottom with a couple extra points remaining as well. Still a chance for them to play their way into the playoffs. For this Fall 23 season, top 3 finishers make the playoffs. So Renegades currently holding on to that final spot at the moment. Just about 10 seconds away from our opening match, Stu. Let's introduce the 2 players. You heard their names, but formally introduce them here. You got Manny as the captain of the Cesta Cyclones, taking on number 91, Iturbide of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. Few players have been showing better stuff than Manny these last couple of game days. He's got 2 singles wins in a row where he's looked about as good as he has at any point in his career on this court. Could be a 3rd in a row right here. Will Iturbide stop that momentum and pick up just his 2nd singles win of the season? Ready to go here. We'll have the Chargers with the serve. They'll be serving first in all matches this evening.
There's the serve by Iturbide. We begin. Backhand by Manny. Robote forehand down low and hard by Iturbide. Here's the backhand again by Manny. Robote forehand. Placement to the inside will score for Iturbide. Chargers on the board first here on this Monday afternoon. Iturbide serves. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, over his first couple seasons here, Iturbide has established himself as more of a shot maker up there in the front court. But these last couple weeks, he's been a little more conservative in his play. Hasn't thrown as many 2-walls, keeping the ball inside a little bit more. You see Manny totally fooled there, guessing 2-wall. Beautifully played to the inside.
Fine serve by Iturbide to the inside. Nice catch and return by Manny. Here's Iturbide on the return. Backhand by Iturbide. Scoop attempt tip. We're all tied up 1 point apiece. Manny has the serve for the Cyclones.
Yeah, Manny just 3 and 4 in singles, so this will be his 8th and final match of the season. But again, playing some of his best highlight this season in his career out on this court. Just dominant in singles, not wasting any time.
Postalo 2-all scores for Iturbide. Well thrown. 2 points for Iturbide there in the purple shirt. He serves.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Iturbide pick up a win in singles. That was back at the beginning of the season, back on the 8th of September, so almost a full 2 months.
There's the backhand by Iturbide. Robote. Robote forehand to the inside. That ball's missed. 3 points for Iturbide. He serves.
And just placed that one perfectly off the back wall. The Robote is on the side wall as Manny tries to complete that throw, making it a little bit more difficult. And couldn't get enough on it to keep the rally going. Good start here for Iturbide. This is what Manny's been doing to his opponents, not letting them get comfortable early on in these matches. He's usually the one with the quick head start. It's Iturbide today, 3-1 lead.
There's a backhand by Manny to the inside. Robote, forehand by Iturbide. Catch by Manny at the 8 line. He goes back inside. Iturbide's there. Backhand by Manny to the inside. What a catch by Iturbide at the 10 line. Robote forehand. Manny makes the catch. Long Costado caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 2 points for Manny of the Cesta Cyclones, serving to Iturbide, who has 3. First to 6 will win the set.
Iturbide has been a little more disciplined where those longer, more difficult 2-walls are concerned. That one, probably one he would like to have back. Just shaking his head afterwards. He knows that was a little deep, and it's a really tough throw to get by Manny, even if he did land that in.
There's a backhand by Iturbide. Hard throw to the inside. Robote forehand outside placement. Stopped by Iturbide. Carom by Iturbide. Caught the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. We're all tied up 3 points apiece. Manny serves.
And these have been the kind of the issues that have plagued Iturbide throughout his time here. He's had the opportunities to kill these points, but a 2-wall low into the pad, then that Carom from the outside. Could have been 5-1. Instead, we're tied up 3-3 with 2 unforced errors.
There's a backhand by Iturbide to the inside. Robote comes off the back wall. Forehand Robote hits the overhead screen. That's out of play. 4 points for Iturbide. He serves. Here's a backhand by Manny. Robote, forehand by Iturbide. Manny has it on the left side at the 9 line. Hard throw to the inside. Iturbide's there. Robote to the inside again. Catch by Manny. Backhand from the 10 line. Beautiful catch by Manny. There's the backhand. Iturbide's there. Robote left side, just missed by Manny. That's 5 points and a possible set for Iturbide of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. He serves.
And hard to believe the last time Iturbide won a set was back on that opening match almost 2 months ago against Arats. Won 6-5, 6-5 to pick up his first and only win of the season. Since that point, Benny subbed in for him 1 time, but it's been straight set defeats. This will be a big point for him for his confidence.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Iturbide makes the catch. Powerful forehand 2 pass. Ball ruled to have touched the overhead screen. That's a point for Manny of the Cesta Cyclones. He serves.
And just trying to pass with that forehand for Iturbide. He's done a good job avoiding that screen, but definitely some contact up there in the front court. Let Manny hang around to this set. Want to close him out when you can. Don't want him to hang around. He's got a great Robote. Tends to play some longer points and usually comes up on the winning end of those. See what he does right here. Down a point. Iturbide still possible set.
Backhand by Iturbide. Robote, forehand by Manny to the inside. Iturbide is there. Backhand. Outside placement by Manny is off the court. Point and set for Iturbide of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
And we've been seeing a different Iturbide and coming out here on top in that opening set. Some of those shots getting away from him, which knotted it up there at the midway point of the set, but comes out on top, 6-4.
Here we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. There you have Iturbide on the bench coming out on top of that set. You indicated, Andrew, that's the first his first set win in how long?
almost 2 full months. It hasn't won a set since his opening match victory back on September 8th.
Wow.
Benny filled in for him the one time that he did get a set there back towards the end of September, but since then, hasn't quite gone the way that Iturbide would have wanted in singles, but today, a different story.
There we have some replays. Manny hard to the inside. Ball caught way down low. Couldn't tell from behind the scenes if he had scooped that or not. There's spinners sending hand signals. I'm not exactly sure what they mean, but I'm sure they're very important. Then we cut over to the other side of the cage. We have Manny getting feedback from I-Kada, warmly under his hoodie, and Carballo.
And Manny has not been defeated in any one set over his last couple matches. Streak ended just a few minutes ago. His last two, they played a Rotz one 6-4, 6-0, then defeated Hyro in straight sets 6-4, 6-3. Showed that he was coming in hot, but Iturbide took that opening set. See if he can end the match right here in straight sets, or if Manny force a third and decisive one.
Manny serves. The second set is now underway. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Rebote, forehand by Manny. Placement to the inside, scores for Iturbide. He'll take the first point of the second set. Once again, a reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
And both times Iturbide has kept that costado to the inside. Manny hasn't even run for it, so well placed, and he's committed hard to the 2-all. Something to look out for. Again, over his career, he's established that he's going to throw a couple more shots than his front court counterparts. Today, a little bit more conservative, right on the wall that time, beautifully scoring.
There's the backhand by Manny, hard throw. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Here's Manny from the 7 line. Backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand. Up, and away. That's out of play. We're all tied up. 1 point apiece. Manny will serve. There's the backhand by Iturbide. Rebote coming out. Scoop by Iturbide. Hard throw to the inside. Manny on the run. He got the 2 bounces ruled before the ball was thrown. 2 points for Iturbide. He serves.
Yeah, just did get that second bounce. Kind of tough to see, especially that deep in the backcourt. He can trap it, but that's a good call by the judge. See that second bounce getting Iturbide's 2-1 lead.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Powerful throw. Iturbide, backhand. Rebote forehand does not have the distance. That's a third point for Iturbide. He serves.
And drop that backhand right into the corner, and you see where Manny's trying to play that rebote. On a knee, coming back for it at about the 10 or 11 line. Just tough to get enough momentum to reach the front wall. Different Iturbide we're seeing today. Hopefully for the Chargers, that'll remain true all day long. He's got a doubles match a little bit later.
Here's the backhand by Manny to the inside. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Caught in the air by Manny. Manny blasts it, hits the crack. Iturbide's got it. 2-all on the return. That scores beautifully. 4 points for Iturbide. He serves.
Manny had a lot of court right there. Just caught the corner and opened up. I don't think that was his intended shot. Probably wanted to keep that to the inside and out of reach. Opened up, gave Iturbide a play, and he killed it from there. Well done. 4-1 advantage now. for just his second singles win of the year.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Rebote. Rebote coming out. Excellent catch by Manny. Manny back to the inside hard. Iturbide with a tip ball. That's 2 points for Manny. Iturbide has 4. First to 6 will win the set. If Iturbide is able to do that first, he'll win the match. Manny serves. There's the backhand by Iturbide. Manny over the top to the inside. Iturbide from the backhand. Rebote forehand into the overhead screen. That is 5 points for Iturbide. Possible match point.
Rare that we see Manny struggle with the overhead screen as much as he has in this match. It's a few that have just gotten away from him. Iturbide doesn't do as much off the rebote as he does when he takes the ball in the air, so I know what he's trying to do with pass, but he's given up a few too many points here. Iturbide with a chance to close it out.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Catch by Iturbide. Iturbide hard to the inside. Manny's there. There's the backhand. Backhand by Manny. That rebote's hooked into the ground. Most definitely out of play. Manny has 3 points, still possible match point for Iturbide with 5. Manny serves.
And just kind of ate him up, dropped it right into the floor. Not how he's been throwing those forehand rebotes. Gives Manny an extra chance here, see what he can do with it.
Backhand by Iturbide. Rebote saved by Manny. That's a nice play. It's going to take a big bounce. Iturbide makes the catch. Placement to the inside, scores. Point set and match for Iturbide of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers, winning in straight set 6-4, 6-3.
First point of the day going to the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. 1 point per singles win for your team, 1.5 points per doubles win. Iturbide cashing in this first opportunity of the day, arguably his best singles performance of his career here in Battle Court. Let's take a look at that game day scoreboard. Yeah, big day, I mean, in particular for the Chargers. Cyclones had a clean sweep of the points. And they played against the Warriors last week, a full 7.5. So you see that they've opened up a little bit of ground between themselves and second place. But also important to keep in mind those points remaining after today. I know the Chargers and the Devils will have the same amount of points remaining, so you'll get a good look. You'll see that right here. That Devils not playing today. Cyclones, well, they're playing right now against the Chargers. Have around 39 points remaining for the Chargers and about 30 for the Cyclones during today's action. We're going to hear from Iturbide in just a few moments, winner of our opening match of the day for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. Here he is, number 91.
All right, Iturbide, congratulations on winning your match. How are you feeling right now?
Gracias, gracias. Muy bien, me siento bien.
I feel really good.
Es importante empezar el día ganando con un partido
It's important to start the day winning a match.
y solo queda que los demás a ver si podemos ganar el día y a tope.
So let's see, we have to see what happens with the rest and see if we can maybe win the game day. What was your strategy playing against Manny?
Intentar tirar lo más chula posible
Try to throw a chula as much as possible
y intentar buscar aire y
and
acabar.
try to get the ball in the air
Y acabar.
and just finish out. Well, Iturbide, thank you so much for that. We'll see what else happens today.
Thank you. Bye.
And we thank Iturbide. Up next, moving over to the third-ranked doubles division here for the Chargers. It is the team of Zuleika and Rock taking on Bueno and Manu of the Cyclones. Bueno and Manu, one of the better third-ranked teams, 7-3 overall. They've played 10 of 12 matches. This will be their 11th, so not many remaining for one of the better teams for the Cyclones. Their opponents, Zuleika and Rock, 7 matches so far with a record of 3-4. Chargers will have the serve. Cyclones ready to receive here in our second match. Served by Zulaika begins our second match. Manu lifts the backhand inside. Rock takes it in. Low runner. Here's Bueno. Rock reaching behind him at the 12 line. Forehand sticks to the inside. Manu back beyond the 13. Comfortably handles. There's the backhand. Zulaika backed up, cuts it off. Backhand inside again. There's Zulaika backed up to the 10 line. Keeps it inside. Manu again. Rock now, just in front of the 12 line. Low runner. Bueno going to get involved. He stops it in the air. Hard backhand throw comes to Rock. On the bounce, Manu, middle of the court. Lobs the backhand up. Rock keeps it on the left side. Bueno again. Higher and harder. Rock steps back. Backhand. And with that low runner, Manu handles it on the bounce. This one going to get by both Chargers. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall. Dropped inside by Zulaika. Manu's got a rebote of his own. Zulaika aggressively on the bounce. Splitter. Manu stops it on the forehand. Manu, soft forehand, low and hard. Zulaika got there with one hand. Avoids Rock. Here's Manu on the inside. One dropped in the corner again. Zulaika to the outside. That one outside the court. Bueno and Manu on the board first. Our second match.
Rock got trapped twice during that point.
Yeah.
First, Zulaika got assessed on it. It looked like he was potentially going to hit him. And then Manu caught it, and he was still trapped inside and couldn't get out of the way. Great effort by Rock, though.
Fault. Under serve. Second serve coming up for Bueno. Second serve is good, handled by Rock. There's a big backhand open up. Manu takes it in overhead. Backhand from the 12th line. Bueno going to step in, tries to cut it off. That ball just missed. First point for the Chargers. We're tied up. 1-1.
So overall, Bueno's been doing a much better job in terms of catching and shot selection. Seemed a little off in the practices earlier today. We'll see if that continues into this match.
Backhand by Manu, lobbed up. That one caught by Rock. Little clip off the sidewall. Manu steps up, takes it in the air. Hard return. Here's Rock. Up at the 11th line. This one dropping low. Manu steps up. Backhand. This one going to pass. Him shooting off the back wall. Zulaika lines it up. Drops it to the inside where it scores. Perfectly placed, crossing the side wall. Second point for the Chargers.
You'll hear Andrew and I talk about it throughout today's performance. The closer the ball is to that side wall, the better for the person having just thrown it. Whether it's coming off the back wall on the rebote or the front wall, the closer the ball is to the side wall, the more difficult it is to catch.
Here's a backhand from Manu, lobbed up. And passing in the corner. Here's Zulaika on the rebote. Powerfully thrown. Back inside. Manu runs under it. Rock from the 12th line. Bueno going to step in there to cut it off. By hard return. Cutting back inside. Dropping low. There's Rock. Backhand from the 12th line. Bueno thought about it. Lets it come to Manu on the bounce. Rock down the forehand. Drops it just above the pad. Bueno going to get in there. He stops it. Here's a hard backhand return. Cutting inside. Rock's there. That one right on the wall. Manu stops it. There's a powerful backhand lifted to Rock. Back at the 13. A runner again with a soft touch. This one right on the wall. Zulaika thought about it. Rock, that ball kicked up. Little backhand 2-wall. Caught in the air by Bueno. Bueno with the high 3-wall play. Rock steps in, but
Right
couldn't make the catch. 2 points for Bueno and Manu. We're tied up.
Yeah, that ball went right off the frame. Don't know if Rock knew that Zulaika was going to be there for the rebote, that rebound play off the back wall, but he already had his cessed up. That ball just went right off the frame.
Serve missed by Rock. That's a third point Bueno and Manu.
And a reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Zulaika cuts off the serve, shoots a 2-all. Bueno charging from the outside with the carambola return that scores perfectly. What a return. That brings it to 4-2. Favor of the Cyclones.
Can't say enough about that catch and return by Bueno. Zulaika throws this as well as anyone. Look, he picks this serve, he throws it 2-all, he knows he's throwing it. Bueno reads it, he gets up there, stops it, handle it.
Doesn't even break stride.
No, that's a beautiful, beautiful play by Bueno. Then the carambola to return. What's a carambola? It's thrown hard from the outside of the court to the front wall, goes from the front wall to the side wall and back to the outside.
That's an overserve. Second serve coming up for Bueno. Rock on the left side, low runner just above the pad. Manu scoops it up deep in the backcourt. Hard return, this one just out of reach in the corner. Tough for Bote, laid up from Zulaika. Bueno takes it in, up at the 6 line. Low running backhand. Here's Rock, nice catch overhead. This one kicking up. Not going to get past Manu, backed up to the glass. He lobs this one up. Rock out of the way. Here's a rebote for Zulaika. Powerfully thrown over the top. Manu lines it up, nice catch. Low running backhand. Rock has another. Manu now backing up. High hard forehand comes right up the middle, just out of reach of Zulaika, but he's got the rebote. Low runner, that is right on the wall. Gonna let it pass. Zulaika's got the rebote on the back end. Bueno thought about it. Here's Manu. Backhand from Rock, right on the wall. What a spectacular grab by Manu. Pulls it at the 11. And that one tipped in the corner. 5 points for Bueno and Manu. They have a possible set point.
As good as Bueno's playing, he needs to remember who he's got in the backcourt. And just because you have a bead on the ball doesn't mean that unless you have a plan of what you're going to do with it. I think in this case, in most of these catches, he's doing the right thing. Let it go to Manu. Manu can do some damage on that backhand.
Sidearm forehand, cut off there by Bueno at the 7 line. Backhand 2-all. Gonna land in and score for the set. Shot by Bueno. Cyclones win it 6-2. 2 minutes, we'll play our second set.
So have to say Bueno was spot on in that set. That it all comes down to that clutch 2-all. A beautifully executed Costallo 2-all by Zulaika. Bueno stopped it. And you could feel the air leaving the room when he returned that for the kill shot. Very well done. There we are on the ESPN 3 players gauge. Have most of the Cyclones in attendance back here. I-Kada there with the hoodie on. Bueno on the bench. Manu in the back. Carballo and Manny. Very much a team that's in first place right now. Here's Manu on the forehand. Beautiful catch by Zulaika. Here's where Rock was a little trapped. He didn't get off the wall quite in time, but he didn't get hit. Here's this beautiful 2-wall. Look at this. 1, 2. That's why we call it a 2-wall. Goes to the outside. Stopped brilliantly by Bueno. And Bueno's return. That's the carambola. Low and hard to the front wall, into the side wall, and back out.
There's a backhand.
Backhand.
Yeah.
Don't know if he's going for a 2-all or that clipped, but one way or the other, it's perfect placement. Scores. Again, back to the ESPN 3 players cage. There you have Zulaika on the left side of your screen, or actually, I guess, center. Spinners in there. Rock with his helmet on.
Yeah, second and final matchup between these two teams on the season. Last time they met up was about 2 months ago, just shy of 2 months, back on the 18th of September. Chargers took the opening set 6-4, but then Bueno and Manu came back, winning the next two 6-3, 6-1, respectively. So looking to make it 2-0 here, Bueno and Manu, against this third-ranked team of the Chargers. Ready to go here with our second set. Jai-Alai and Rock will serve. We are ready to begin set number 2. Jai-Alai and Rock will serve to Bueno and Manu. Serve begins our second set. Backhand lifted inside. Rock thought about it. Lets it come out on the rebote. Plays it inside for Manu. That one well placed. Not a lot on the rebote. That one missed. First point to Bueno and Manu.
So you'll hear us say rebote repeatedly throughout the broadcast. The rebote is the rebound off the back wall. So after it's past the players, it hits the back wall. It comes back out. That's the rebote. Rebound off the back wall has to come into the cesta, be thrown in one fluid motion. It sets its own pace.
Nice backhand by Rock, taken off the sidewall. Here's Manu. Jai-Alai at the 10 line, cuts it off. Big backhand. That one clears and coming way out. Bueno up at the 4 line, drops it inside. Jai-Alai takes it in, long 2-wall. Stop by Bueno. Bueno goes for the high 3-wall return. That is caught in the air by Rock. Rebote left side, Manu puts it back inside. Rock all alone, makes the grab. Sidearm forehand just above the pad. Manu steps up before the second bounce. Low runner.
Wow,
that one blasted. Hard. Not a lot on it. Jai-Alai just does put it above the pad. Here's Manu from the 7 line. Shoots it inside. Rock all alone. He's got it. Hard backhand. Passes both Cyclones. Bueno has the rebote. Jai-Alai cuts it off overhead. There's another backhand. Another one coming out. Bueno backpedals in a position. Stops at the 5 line. Turns it wall to wall. Rebote dying off the back wall. Jai-Alai couldn't get there in the air. Comes to Rock in the backcourt. Sidearm forehand. Manu. That one come out. Drops it inside for Jai-Alai. Ball kicked up. Stays with it. Backhand. Coming out again. Here's Bueno on the rebote. This time pushed outside. Jai-Alai runs under it. The carom return. Scores.
Very well done.
Perfectly thrown by Jai-Alai. That ties it up. 1-1.
One of the goals in Jai-Alai. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. There's a beautiful catch by Jai-Alai. Sets. Throws the carom. Why? No one's standing out there. Bueno try to move to the ball. Ball goes faster.
Nice backhand by Manu on the wall. Jai-Alai forehand rebote. That kicked up into the overhead screen and out of play. 2 points for the Cyclones. They lead.
So sometimes folks ask, doesn't a player have control over that? Yes, he does. But it depends on what his focus is. Focus there for Jai-Alai was to blast the ball back basically as hard as possible. In doing so, throwing it high above his opponent's head, but it kicked off the front wall and hit the overhead screen.
Rock again opens up on the left side. Beautiful backhand, passing Manu. Bueno out there. Nice return of his own right into the corner. Here's Manu from the left side. Low runner. Tries to get it to Rock. That one comes shooting out. Nice rebote saved by Jai-Alai. Here's Manu, middle of the court. Sidearm forehand. That one crossing. Jai-Alai got assessed on it. That makes contact. Here's Bueno charging. Bueno from the inside. The high 3-wall gives Jai-Alai a play. He lines it up, powers it up the middle. Manu scooped it up. What body control. Here's Rock up overhead. The backhand from the 10 line. Manu back on the inside, takes it in. Here's Jai-Alai, good read. Long 2-wall is too low. Well played point. That one goes to the Cyclones. Bueno and Manu lead 3-1.
I was hoping Bueno was going to go for the drop shot. When he got all the way up there about the 2 line to make that catch,
yeah,
might have had a better chance with the drop shot. When he threw it hard, It was a good save. Doesn't take anything away from his effort. Tremendous save. But wound up feeding the rebote to Zulaika.
Noticed a couple times on those 3 walls, Bueno hasn't taken enough angle off the side wall, just kind of giving the front court of the play on the outside.
Certain guys you don't want to feed. Zulaika and Gosherry are 2 of them.
Rock lobs a forehand up. Manu runs under it. Backhand. Low runner taken in overhead. Hard return. This one coming out. Bueno. Rebote. Coming back to the forehand of Rock. Runs under it. Manu, what a catch. Pulls it right off the numbers on the side wall. There's Rock taking it in overhead. Backhand. Manu not going to get there in the air. Rebote on the backhand. Drops it back inside. Zulaika. Costado. Right on the wall. Manu back in there to scoop it up. Rock, softer touch. This one drops between the Cyclones. Manu on the bounce. This one lobbed up, trying to get it past Zulaika. He cuts it off. Low runner. Here's Manu at the 12 line. Backhand. Rock now, deep in the backcourt. A little kick off the sidewall. Opens up. Manu's got it overhead. There's another backhand. Dropping low. Zulaika calls him off. Forehand rebote. Manu backs up. On the bounce from the 12 line, trying to get it between them. Here's Zulaika again on the forehand. Fake the carom, keeps this one to the inside. Manu has to play that rebote. Here's Zulaika again, aggressive play. Carom splits them, scoop by Bueno. Bueno's 2 wall, thrown to score. What a shot there by Bueno. 4-1 lead for the Cyclones.
So far, Bueno's way out and head for player of the day. No question about it. Made some fantastic stops, including that one there, and also goes for the shot. You know, not the safe choice.
No.
But so effective. Look at this. Really well done at the right time. That's beautifully executed by Bueno.
Serve takes Rock to the outside. The backhand, that's well thrown. Bueno coming cross court. He lines up the rebote. Here's Zulaika. Hard throw, powerfully right into the corner. Manu out there at the 6 line. Drops it inside. Here's Rock. All alone, he scooped it up. Backhand takes Bueno to the outside. Forehand rebote, that's well thrown. Cutting back in and drops between them to score 5 points.
That was an issue of miscommunication. Just an issue of miscommunication. Rock could have reached for it. Actually, Zulaika needed him to reach for it. And I don't know if he heard him call him off or he thought that he was calling him off when actually he was telling him to take it.
5-1 advantage, possible match point here for the Cyclones. Nice backhand there by Rock, just out of reach. Here's Bueno on the rebote, powerfully thrown inside. What a catch by Zulaika. Manu, beautiful play in the corner. Backhand, this one opens up to the middle of the court. Zulaika on the right side. Shoots it low and hard. Manu likes to play the rebote. 2-wall return, stopped on the bounce. Zulaika again, that high 3-wall play. Bueno cutting back inside, now gets out there. He drops it inside
for the win.
For the win. Point set. And a hard-fought match going the way of the Cyclones. Bueno and Manu, 6-2, 6-1, straight sets. What a performance there, Bueno and Manu. One of the better teams for the Cyclones. One of their better showings of the season. 8 wins and 3 losses in their 11 matches played. The 2s and the 3s this season will play 12 matches compared to all other doubles teams who will just play 8. They have 1 more to go in their season. So far, so good for the Cyclones. They retake the lead on the game day. And with that doubles win, you're going to see 1.5 points to 1. Cyclones, first team to reach 50 points here this season. Coming up next, 4th ranked singles. Spinner out there for the Chargers. I-Kada for the Cyclones. These guys had a match probably over a month ago now that went 3 sets. Remember, I-Kada was up 5-0 in the 3rd set, and Spinner, I think with the only straight 6-point comeback in a 3rd set. Battle court history. That was an epic one. We got the encore in just about a minute. Before we get to all that, Stu, we are going to hear from our winners, Bueno and Manu of the Cyclones. Here they are.
All right, Bueno, Manu, congratulations on winning the match. How are you guys feeling right now?
Feeling good, feeling good. It's an important night for the Cyclones, so it feels good to come out and put some points on the board.
Yeah, very happy with the win. Like Bueno say, it's well, all day you play, it's important because the season is close to hand, so every point are important and happy with the win.
What has helped you guys be such a good doubles team? So you guys have played incredibly together.
Well, I mean, I got a world-class backcourter behind me, you know, so it makes my job a little bit easier. But he communicates very well with me. You know, before we go out on the court, he kind of talks to me about our opponents and what we got to do, you know, so we go out there with a game plan. And, you know, it's just the executing part is, you know, it's that much easier when we have a plan and we get together and we feel comfortable with each other.
Yeah, like Chris say, we discussed a little bit about our opponent, and the most important is to enjoy. So,
Well, guys, congratulations again on winning that match. Let's see what else happens tonight.
thank you.
Go Clones.
And quickly here, we got the 4th ranked singles. You heard the players. Let's see them here. Spinner for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers, number 35, against I-Kada, number 23 for the Cyclones. Longtime rivals in this 4th ranked singles group, two of the best in terms of records. I-Kada 5-1, that only loss came at the hands of Spinner a couple weeks ago. Spinner, record of 4-2 overall. Spinner's got the serve. We're ready to go here with our 3rd match. One more point here available in this singles.
Spinner serves. We begin. Catch by I-Kada. Backhand from the 10 line. I-Kada all the way up at the 3 line. Low and hard to the inside. That will score. First point goes to I-Kada. Of the Cesta Cyclones, he serves.
I-Kada's been so great these past couple weeks. He and Manny picked up their first win together in that 2nd-ranked team. He's been throwing a couple more shots, been a lot more aggressive. Thought he was going to maybe do something up there.
That was the key. I mean, that was the key last time, was the fact that he hadn't thrown shots, and he tried out volley Spinner, and that just doesn't work.
Yeah, really gave him a play on his left side, which Spinner usually makes that catch. Got away with one here early. See if I-Kada starts to mix it up.
Here's a backhand by Spinner. Robote, forehand. Low and hard. Spinner's there. Backhand, 2-all. Stopped by I-Kada. I-Kada's carom will score. 2 points for I-Kada. He serves.
Got to venture to guess that I-Kada's been looking forward to this rematch for quite a while. And tough loss, especially when you're up 5-0 in a 3rd set. And coming out here with a 2-0 advantage early on, exactly how he wanted to come out.
Backhand by Spinner, powerfully thrown to the inside. Robote forehand, low and hard to the inside. Catch by I-Kada. There's the backhand. Sidearm carom, stopped by I-Kada. I-Kada's carom. Point for I-Kada.
Yeah, Spinner's just got to know that if he goes for that ball, you lose the right to request interference. So, again, in the future, if he wants that call, he's just got to stop.
I-Kada taking issue with something that was said on the court.
Yeah, either way, regardless of that, once you go for the ball, Stu, you cannot request interference. That's the main point of that one right there.
There's a backhand by I-Kada. Spinner on the catch. That's interference.
Got to give a little room for I-Kada to get out there for the rebote. Like Spinner setting a screen out there, like we're watching the Heat just down the road. Just got to give him a little bit of space so he can get out there and play the rebote. I-Kada did the right thing. He stopped, didn't go for the ball. Interference granted that time. 3-0. I-Kada leads.
Rebote forehand to pass. Rebote saved by Spinner. Here's I-Kada from the 5 line. 4 points for I-Kada. He serves.
That's a good forehand right there, low and hard, right at his feet. Last time I-Kada went with that play on the first point, gave Spinner a play on the air. That time dropped it a little lower, forces a tougher catch.
Backhand by Spinner. Rebote, forehand. Scoop attempt tipped. 5 points for I-Kada, possible set point.
Great start for I-Kada. I mean, he's come out aggressive and
Rebote forehand by I-Kada to the inside. Spinner looking for the rebote. Makes the save. I-Kada has it in the air. Backhand. Passing. Rebote coming in low. That rebote is out of play. Point and set for I-Kada, winning straight point 6-0. We'll move on to a second set in just 2 minutes.
6-0 there. Great start for I-Kada. And again, trying to avenge that earlier season loss against Spinner in a third and decisive set. Went to a decisive 11 point. That's the only loss for I-Kada here in this single season. But if he continues to play like that, Stu, don't think there's many guys in this group that are able to defeat number 23.
There we are in the ESPN 3 players cage, where I think the entire Cyclones squad is taking issue with.
Well, I just think, simply put, for those watching at home that are maybe confused as to why he's aggressive in wanting that interference, the one that Spinner ran out for, he went for that ball. I mean, you saw him, he tipped it. And I know that I-Kada maybe got in the way, but once you go for the ball, you lose the right to request interference. It's a request to the judge. It's not a guarantee.
And also, I believe that Spinner said something on the court that...
Yeah. See some replays here. Yeah, that's the one. And you see, I know that I-Kada might be in the way. Once you go for the ball, you lose the right. And you see, that's a perfect replay right there. And Spinner's been playing long enough. He knows.
You see Douglas there. It's like, yeah, no,
that's the frustrating part.
He took multiple steps towards that ball. That is that's not interference.
I don't know if we have a replay of the rebote, which is the one that he... Yeah, I think that you're going to see it right here. Look at this. I mean, he's just setting a screen out there like he's playing down at the Chiasa Center for the Heat. And I-Kada's trying, he's got to give him a little bit of space, and then he's looking like, hey, I didn't do it.
I-Kada stopped his motion right away. That's the difference between the two.
I-Kada did not go for the ball.
Any question.
Spinner did.
And we understand that we have an injury timeout, I believe it is.
Yeah, we're going to, so he declared the injury timeout with about a minute left, so we got about 4 minutes here to go. Full 5-minute injury timeout for Spinner. He's been dealing with a toe injury for a while, but maybe not going to take the full time here, but that clock is winding down. 6-0 in favor of I-Kada in that opening set.
And so the players do have the opportunity, if they're injured, if they're actually hurt, for either an equipment timeout or an injury timeout. Spinner indicating that he's got a problem with his foot or toe. I didn't hear specifically what it was.
Yeah. And the last game day, you see I-Kada right there with Manny, the captain of his team, and just a matter of staying settled here in a high-intensity match, shall we say, here with I-Kada and Spinner in this fourth-ranked singles matchup. And I-Kada doing a good job keeping his emotions in check in this matchup where, look, just got to stay locked in. I-Kada knows what he's capable of. He's got the shots. He's got the power. He's got the catching. You see Spinner looks like he's not all taped up, putting the shoe back on. We have about 3 minutes left. But
I think that I-Kada's done a really good job maintaining his composure.
Yeah.
Really good job maintaining his composure. A little bit of chaos back here. But Once again, we are in an injury timeout. You can see that in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. That's not the injured player there. I-Kada won the first set 6-0.
I think
Spinner has
Spinner
2 minutes to decide whether or not he can continue.
He's made his way onto the court, so we are ready to go here with our second set. Spinner will have the serve, serving to I-Kada. Just about a minute and a half left.
Once again, need to make sure the spinner is absolutely positively ready to go. Indicating to his teammates that he is. Teammates basically telling him to calm down. And that wasn't for temper, that was for toe. Also begins with the T.
Match number 6, Iturbide and Spinner against I-Kada and Manny. That'll be coming up. Stay tuned for that one a little bit later.
Once again, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are finishing up the injury timeout.
Clock winding down here. We are ready to go with set number 2. Spinner will be serving to I-Kada.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Injury timeout is over. Spinner has the serve. There's a serve by Spinner. Second set's begun. Backhand by I-Kada, powerfully thrown. Robote, left side. Here's a catch by I-Kada. I-Kada passes. Robote forehand. Forehand to the inside. Forehand Robote by I-Kada. That's nicely played. Here's Spinner up at the 5 line. Low and hard to the inside, scoop by I-Kada. I-Kada low and hard to the inside and passing. Spinner comes up with the ball. Backhand is in play. Powerful forehand. Robote will score. I-Kada first up on the board with a point in the second set.
A really good throw that time by I-Kada. Went with the forehand. That one cut back to the inside and right on the side wall as Spinner tried to play that Robote. Not one of the strengths in Spinner's game, and especially when you put it close to the side wall. You're going to see a couple more misses there. A job on I-Kada staying locked in to pick up this first point of set number 2.
Here's a catch by Spinner. Outside placement. I-Kada passes on going it for it front ways. Caught it on the Robote. Spinner winds up, dropped it on the backswing. 2 points for I-Kada. He serves.
Yeah, maybe thinking about that costado. You see times when guys think about an extra half a second longer when they have it up there. You tend to see that ball drop out of the basket. That's what happened to Spinner. Pretty nice outside placement. I-Kada clean miss front ways. He's looking for it on the back end, keeps his footing, gets it up. And then Spinner, again on that costado, just couldn't get the throw off before he lost it.
Catch by Spinner. There's the backhand to the inside. Robote forehand. Spinner moves up to make the catch. Karam lands in and scores. That's a point for Spinner. He serves.
Yeah, really well thrown considering how close he was to the inside and how far up he was on the court. Just kind of whipped it into the sidewall and well out of the reach of I-Kada. Really well done there. Yeah, Spinner's going to keep the ball to the inside and give I-Kada these rebotes. They're allowed to make catches in the air. I-Kada's going to be here all day long. Just got to start to move him around and mix it up. Just like that one there.
Backhand by I-Kada. Catch by Spinner. Excellent catch by I-Kada at the 11. Hard to the inside. Spinner's there. Scoop by I-Kada. Backhand. Karam is not open. It's stopped on the forehand of I-Kada. I-Kada low and hard. Spinner with a fine catch at the 10 line. Rebote forehand save by I-Kada. Here's Spinner on the run. Up to the 3 line. Powerful throw. That lands in and the scores. We're all tied up. 2 points apiece. Spinner serves for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers.
And going for that 3-wall play. That one opened up way to the outside and really nothing on that. Rebote want to make contact with the back wall, just a few inches off the ground. See here, tough Rebote. Look at Spinner looking for that 3-wall. And you see not a lot on this Rebote. I mean, yeah, not opening up and just couldn't dig it out.
Here's a catch by I-Kada. Backhand. Powerfully thrown and passing the overhead screen. Three points for I-Kada. He serves.
Yeah, Spinner committed to the backcourt to try to make that catch, but I think that he thought that was going to make contact with the overhead screen.
And it cleared.
No, it cleared.
It cleared the overhead screen. That's the problem with it. You watch any other game. You watch any other game in singles. You'll see the opposing front quarter. They very rarely commit to the backcourt like that. Because if they throw it over your head, that's what happens. Here's a catch by I-Kada. Forehand. Forehand by Spinner. Well thrown. Rebote coming out. Outside placement. Read and stopped by I-Kada. I-Kada from the forehand. Catch by Spinner. Spinner low and hard to the inside. I-Kada on the rebote. Light touch. Spinner with a tip ball. That's 4 points for I-Kada, and he serves.
Yeah, just a little nonchalant on that catch. I mean, Spinner was moving up on it. Typically his bread and butter, kills a bunch of points on the right side up in front of the 7 line. Just couldn't make that catch to execute any return throw. Rare miss again.
Powerful throw by I-Kada. Here's the backhand by Spinner. I-Kada makes the catch. Forehand thrown powerfully. Rebote saved by Spinner. I-Kada takes it on the forehand to 10 line. Outside placement, scores.
Wow.
5 points for I-Kada. Possible set, possible match point.
Not only the placement, but the way that ball opened up when it made contact with the 4 Stu, moving away from Spinner.
Yeah, really beautifully executed,
man,
Andrew.
What a shot. Deep in the corner to the outside. Well done by I-Kada. And we've seen him play well, and he's got a 5-1 record, but he hasn't played quite to this level in singles yet here in the Fall 23 season. Great for I-Kada.
Here's the catch by I-Kada. Karam is in. Point and set and match. for I-Kada. He's taking it in straight sets, 6-0, 6-2. So we have I-Kada with a straight set victory there. Had an injury timeout. Had that game offered a little bit of everything.
They did, and big point there. It's Carpenter throwing up there. Oh, it says it's practice ball. All right, that's good stuff there.
Say, yeah, the ball typically isn't black, but okay.
Yeah, good look there, but another big point going to Cyclones right there. We take the lead on the game day. We'll be right back. Rather opening up their lead on the game day. They had 1.5 already. You see, adding an extra point there. 2.5 for the Cyclones, just 1 for the Chargers. And after today, you'll have a good look at where the Chargers and Devils stand here as we approach the final third of our season. So after today, both of those teams will be even up on points remaining. Chargers still a chance with these last couple matches to get some points and tie up the Devils. We will be hearing from a winner of that last match, I-Kada, here in just a few moments.
Yes, I think so.
Here is number 23, I-Kada.
All right, I-Kada, congratulations on winning that match. How are you feeling right now?
Happy, relax. Happy, relax. Happy that my father and my future wife is watching me. This game's for them. And yeah, happy to keep adding points to the team.
What was your strategy playing against Spinner today?
I don't fall in this circus. But yeah, just tranquilo, relax.
Well, I-Kada, congratulations again on winning that match. Let's see what else happens tonight.
Absolutely. Keep watching, guys.
Alrighty, we got that top-ranked doubles match coming up next. One of the better teams in all battle court here for the Cyclones. Carballo and Manu, 5-1 record through their first 6 matches. Their opponents, Zuleika and Benny, 2-4 through their first 6. Zuleika and Benny will have the serve. That's the Chargers' top-ranked doubles team. Carballo and Manu ready to receive. There's a serve. 4th match is underway. Here's a backhand from Benny. Lob back to the inside. Manu's there. Here's Zuleika. 9-line low runner. Manu steps up. Got there before the bounce. Manu from the 11 line lobs this one up. Trying to get past Benny. Stops it at the 13 line rather. Here's Carballo going up. Backhand comes right up the middle. Benny runs around it, keeps it on the left side. Manu takes another one off the side wall. High hard backhand, stopped overhead. Here's Benny. Backhand from Manu. Puts it right on the side wall. Zuleika lines up the rebote. Carballo aggressively cuts it off. Shoots it back up the middle. Here's Benny. Long cortada. Manu moving early. He got up there before the second bounce again. Backhand right on the wall. Great catch by Benny. Backhand from Manu. Low runner. Here's Benny on the bounce. Backhand. Hard to the inside. Carballo takes another one. This one whipped outside. Zuleika has it on the forehand. Low hard return. Manu digs it out to the outside. Zuleika stays with it. The carambola. Manu lining it up. That ball missed. Zuleika and Benny get on the board first.
A little bit of a distraction out there in the players' area. Manu politely saying, I don't know what shut up in French is, but I believe that's what I just heard.
I don't know if it was French. I think that was English. Manu keeps that serve on the left side. Low runner. Here's Benny. Trying to dig it out deep in the backcourt. He does. Carballo, forehand, shoots it low and hard. Benny's got another one. There's another save, 2-wall return. Carballo again aggressively. High 3-wall. That takes Zuleika to the outside. He's got a play on it. This one dropping low, going to open up. Manu digs it out again. Perfect positioning on the rebote. Benny from the 11, low runner. Here's Carballo reaching up high. There's a backhand. 2 pass. Forehand rebote, back over the top. No play for Manu in the air. Turns the rebote on the back end. Like call, Benny gets up there. Running backhand, Manu stops it. Benny at the 12 line of the backhand. This one dropping low. Manu takes it in. Here's a backhand from Manu. Higher and harder. Here's Benny reaching up again. This one launch. Manu not going to let it come out. Good defense deep in the backcourt. Benny on the inside again. This one lobbed up. Manu again backed up at the glass. Backcourters trading throws here from the left side. Manu lobs up another one. The backhand kicks. He's there. Low runner back inside. Zuleika tries to cut it off. He gets up there. Backhand. Right to Manu. Powerful backhand. This one kicking up and out. Carballo running with it. Turns the rebote. Comes out to the left side of Zuleika. Splitter. Carballo coming cross court. Takes it in the air. He whips it inside. Benny lining up another rebote. 2-ball return. Scooped up by Carballo. Goes for the high carom. That lands out. Ball lands out of play. Second point for Zuleika and Benny.
Yeah, that wasn't even close. And there's Manu is. Oh, Manu is saying there was some question as to whether or not there was going to be a challenge. And Manu is basically saying no. That was
he was more worried about the Carballo throw than he was the challenge here. Yeah.
Manu's kind of got his hands full here with managing the sideline and and his front quarter.
Here's Manu from the left side, low running backhand, dropping. Zuleika's got it. Carballo with the high scoop, the 2-wall, scoop by Zuleika. Zuleika the hard throw back inside. What a catch by Manu. A Magic City bounce, still stays with it. Forehand rebote lobbed up. Manu runs under another one. There's a backhand. Rifled to the forehand of Benny now. Benny goes over the top. Goes down. Here's Manu on the bounce. Backhand lobbed up. Here's Benny. Nice pull off the side wall. Manu in the corner. This one lobbed up. Here's Benny taking it in overhead. Backhand. A little lower and harder for Manu. Forehand now. Over the top. That one crossing the side wall. Benny handles. Right on the wall. Spectacular grab by Manu again. This one lobbed up. Here's Benny. Another spectacular grab as it crossed the side wall. Here's Benny. Up at the 11. Trying to get this one by Manu. Not going to let him. Spectacular grab at the 13 line. Manu's got another one, taking it off the sidewall. This backhand, trying to get it to pass. Here's Benny, not going to let him. Backed up to the glass. Manu up the 11 line. Softer touch. Here's Benny stepping up to the 10 line. Low runner. Manu, scoop missed. 3 points for Zuleika and Benny. Serve missed by Carballo up in the service box. That's an ace. Zuleika and Benny with 4 points.
I don't know what. Manu's basically telling him, look, if you want to take the serve, move forward. You're not going to take it off the bounce. I mean, trying to scoop the serve when Manu's in the backcourt that's a sign of
you better catch it.
Potential mental illness.
Yeah, you just got to catch the ball up there in the front.
This guy, you got one of the best backcourters in the world to catch. You don't need to scoop the serve in the box.
Here's Benny at the 13, hard backhand, take it up overhead by Manu, backhand. Here's Benny.
We'll just call it lack of awareness. I think that's better. Yeah,
what
lack of awareness.
A catch there again, crossing back beyond the 13 line. Zuleika going up. Powerful return. Not going to let it pass. Leaping in the corner. Backhand just does clear. Forehand Rebote. Trying to get it to pass. Manu up overhead. Makes a spectacular catch. Quick release on the backhand. There's Benny. Here's Benny at the 12 line. Harder backhand. Dropping low. Manu's there. Benny now up at the 10 line. Low runner. Not going to get it past. Carballo has to come back for the Rebote. That's a tough save, crashing into the sidewall. Zulaika splitter. Scoop by Carballo. The 2-wall hit himself. My, oh my. That's 5 points for the Chargers. And that ball thrown by Carballo hit Carballo. Point goes to the Chargers.
I genuinely don't like to see a player ever get hit
Possible
with the ball.
set point. Yeah, look at this right here.
But Carballo hit himself last week. This is just so unfortunate to see. Oh, he just couldn't get out of the way.
Yeah, right to the rib.
Yeah,
so you see the reaction by
you hate to see a player
Zulaika.
get hit. But the look on Manu's face too was just one of, oh wow. Yeah.
Low runner inside. There's Zulaika. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Kicking up and out. Rebote. Forehand. Launched. What a throw by Carballo. Here's Zulaika. Low hard return. Scoop attempt missed. Rebote is there. And that one is knocked down.
Shutout.
Extends the set here. Right, saved by Manu on Rebote. 5-1. Still possible set point for the Chargers.
So there is no better Carballo whisperer on the roster with all that talent and all that power that Carballo has, and he certainly has both. Manu is usually able to reel him in just enough to put up some good points on the board.
Big backhand there by Benny. Cutting inside. Carballo lines it up. Powerful return. Here's Zulaika on the Rebote. Manu on the bounce. Kicks off the sidewall. Zulaika has it overhead. High. Costado. Manu runs under it. Low runner. Caught by Benny. What a scoop there by Carballo. Back to Benny. He's got it at the 11. Benny lowered in harder now. Manu couldn't get there in the air. Carballo on the Rebote. One caught by Benny. Moreno Rebote right over Zulaika's head. Here's Benny at the 9 line. Sidearm forehand, low and hard. Manu looking for another one. Rebote drop back inside. Here's Benny. To catch at the 12. One lobbed up, cutting inside. Manu takes it in. From the 13 line, lobbed up. Here's Benny. Backhand. And trying to get one pass. There's Manu, not going to let him. Backhand. Lobbed up again. Benny. Between the 12 and 13, high off the front wall. And backwarders trading some throws here. Low runner now by Benny. Carballo
Beautiful
reaching
catch.
in. What a catch, cutting it off up at the 8 line. Big backhand follows. Zulaika running with it. Forehand Rebote turned, caught off the side wall. What positioning? Here's Zulaika. Quick turn on the backhand. Tries to get it over Manu. Takes it in overhead. Forehand. Back to Benny. All alone. He's there. That one just out of reach. Here's Zulaika on the Rebote. Carballo looking to cut it off. Powerful backhand again, cutting inside for Benny. Benny able to get this one to pass wall to wall on the backhand. Carballo. Turn of a Rebote. Got it to pass as well. Manu now. 2-wall return. Cut off high on the left side. There's Zulaika, the 2-wall. Thrown to score. Chargers take the set 6-1. 2 minutes will play. Set number 2.
So players need to come into the ESPN3 players cage here. There'll be a regrouping on the part of those Cyclones there, Carballo and Manu. A little bit of a distraction from the players area at the beginning of that set. Manu needs his full attention on 1, the ball, 2, his front quarter. Once again, no better back quarter for Carballo on this roster than Manu. Manu is usually able to talk him down. It's really just a, you know, it's similar to horse racing, where you don't want to allow the horse to run itself out. That's for the most part the same thing with Carballo. You really need to pull the reins in on him. Here we have some replays from that first set. First of all, beautiful Rebote 2-wall. Look at that scoop by Carballo. And this is what This is what Manu was taking the issue with, was Carballo believed that it was in. It landed out. And that's Manu basically saying, we're not challenging it because I saw that it was out. And then he basically tried to reel Carballo in where throwing that particular type of risky shot was concerned. Beautiful catch by Carballo here, just gorgeous. And the 2-all. That's where he saw it coming back at him. He knows he has to get out of the way. He got hit last week as well. You never want to see a player getting hit with the ball, much less when he's thrown it himself. That is loss of point. It was Manu all day in this first set. Just Manu managing one of his team members on the outside, managing the ball, doing a good job managing and communicating with his front quarter. It was a beautiful catch by Zulaika. Nice backhand. Zulaika again. Here he goes with a 2-all. Just out of reach of Carballo. About 5 seconds to go. We'll come back out and play our second set. Reminder that you are watching Battle Court live from Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Second set beginning now. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
We are ready to begin set number 2. Carballo and Manu have the serve. Powerful serve is an overserve to begin our second set. Second one coming up for Carballo. Good serve lands between 4 and 7 line. Then he takes in that serve. Backhand lifted inside. In range by Manu. He's back in there. Takes it in the air. Backhand lobbed up and passing. For Interbote, powered inside. Manu's there. Backhand. And just out of reach of Benny. That one saved on the backhand by Zulaika. Here's Carballo. Nice control. Powerful backhand. Lifted right to the left side of Benny. This one launched by Manu. Passing. Here's Zulaika on the rebote. Dropping low. Manu's got it on the bounce. Another strong backhand out of reach. Here's Zulaika. Hard return of his own. Comes back to the left side of Manu. Here's Benny now with a good read. Steps up, charging down the inside, right back to Manu. Benny backed up to the 13 now. Hard backhand. Manu going to run around it. A runner inside. Here's Benny again. This one dropping. Right on the wall. Manu scooped it up. Kind of floating up there. Benny runs under it. Powerful backhand. Kicking up and out. Carballo looking for it. Orlando Bote powerfully turned. And not a lot on it. Zulaika's there for the save. Here's Benny on the forehand, middle of the court, deep in the backcourt. Carballo reaching in to cut it off. Nice play. That one opens up to the outside. Benny scooped it up. Benny drops it over the top between both Cyclones. Manu controls it. What placement? Better catch here by Benny. Low runner. Floating. Manu gets up there before the second bounce. Hard return follows. Here's Zulaika now on the move. Rebote dropping low. Manu's there. Good read by Benny now up at the 10 line. He powers this wall to wall. Carballo middle of the court at the 4 line. Whips it inside. The Magic City bounce is tipped. Carballo and Manu get the first point. Our second set.
A controlled Carballo playing with the focus Manu is almost impossible to beat on this court.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up.
And Carballo has come out in the second set with that focus that we've seen before.
Manu at the 13 line, sidearm, forehand. Zulaika steps back, he cuts it off. Manu thought about it. That one comes out to Carballo, just lays it up. No play for Zulaika, comes to Benny on the bounce. Hard forehand, off the side wall. Here's Manu. Rebote forehand, powered by Zulaika, comes back to Manu on the left side. Hard throw. Here's Benny, gonna keep it there. Backhand. There's Carballo reaching in. Nice aggressive play. Lifts the backhand right to Benny, though. Backhand from Manu. This one kicking up and out. Rebote forehand. Low and hard. What a scoop. Manu takes it right off the sidewall. Backhand passes. Zulaika got another one. This one dropping low. Manu runs around it. Rebote save now. Coming right up the middle to Zulaika. 3-wall play. Just out of reach. Oh, Manu got assessed on it. That one just caught the pad. And Zulaika and Benny, their first point. Second set.
Such a tremendous effort by Manu to try to make that rebote. He went right to where the ball was going. He was just off by an inch maybe two. But prior to that, had the phenomenal catch at the side wall. Manu's just come out as a machine here in this second set.
Carballo could not get out of the way of that serve. That's a second point for Zulaika and Benny.
Again, you just hate to see a guy get hit like that twice in one game.
Forehand rebote coming out to Zulaika. That's well thrown. On the sidewall, Manu out there at the 8 line. Drops it inside for Benny. Beautiful catch up high. Manu ranging back for it. Has it at the 12. Goes over the top. No play for Zulaika. Benny handles comfortably on the bounce. Low runner right on the wall. There's Manu again. Forehand rebote. Back inside. There's Manu. Well positioned. Hard backhand. Right back to Benny. What a catch again by Manu there at the 12 line. And he does the same up overhead at the 13. Low runner just above the pad. Benny steps in there to scoop it up. Hard return. This one passing. Carballo on the rebote. Whips it inside. Low and hard. Benny scooped it up. Backhand. Manu now with a good read. Steps up. Takes it in the air. Just launches that low runner. Benny handles. And it goes high and hard now. Carballo, early read on the rebote. That's on the wall. Powerfully thrown right back to Benny. Benny puts another one up to Carballo. Makes a save on the forehand. Zulaika cuts it off. The splitter kicks out. 2-2. Carballo and Manu serve.
Again, Carballo showing excellent control there. Sometimes prone towards going for those balls, even though you're going to land out. Players basically always, they're advised anyway, to, if you even think that there's a chance that it's going to land in, go for it. It's better to catch one that's going out than to let it drop and it drops in and you don't go for it.
Here's Benny, left side, back to Manu. Powerful return, that one coming out. Zulaika just lays it up, big bouncer. Manu on the forehand controls it. Drops it back over the top with a soft touch, takes Benny back to the 13. What a catch by Benny up overhead. There's the backhand, dropping for Manu. Zulaika inside to cut it off. Awful return. Out of reach. That one comes shooting off the back wall. Stays inside for Benny. Carballo right on the inside. Benny not falling for it. He's there for the backhand. That kicked up and out of play. 3-2 advantage for Carballo and Manu.
Yeah, Benny trying to get the ball back fast and hard. The ball just went up into the overhead screen. See what Carballo does here with this first serve. Okay.
That
so what
first serve is an underserve. Second serve coming up.
Yeah, that is a miss serve. So the first serve is a miss serve. Second serve.
Miss serve, underserve. As long as he gets the second one in, which he does. There's a backhand, low runner to the inside, scooped up by Manu. Here's Benny at the 12 line. Nice catch. That one lobbed up. Not going to get past Manu. Nice catch on the inside. This one does. Well out of reach. Zulaika just powers that rebote as hard as he can. Carballo at the 2 line. Turns it. Low long. Cortada caught the top of the pad.
Benny trying to change things up. Obviously, there's the conservative style of play where you basically catch and throw as a backquarter. When backquarters start throwing shots, it definitely increases the offensive nature of the game, but don't want to have unforced errors like that where you hit the pad because you threw it a Cortada from the 11 line. Or try to throw a Cortada from the 11 line.
Low runner inside. Manu couldn't get there in the air. He's got the rebote on the back end. Back to the inside. What a scoop by Benny. Hard return. That one dropping low. Manu's there. Backhand. Here's Manu on the left side. Inches above the pad. That one opened up. Is tipped by Zulaika. What a throw. That brings it to 5-2 in favor of Carballo and Manu. A possible set point.
We're 1 point away from taking this to a third and decisive set.
Manu's throwing the ball so hard. You're starting to see that ball kind of cut in the air
you're
and
absolutely
move.
right. And Carballo is obviously way more controlled than he was in the first set, which is important even for his own well-being.
Powerful serve is an ace. We are going to a third set. Carballo and Manu, 6-2, set number 2. Third set will decide it.
Noakes and the white shirts found their game in the ESPN 3 cage before the first set and the second set. An entirely different team came out there in that second set. So like him, Benny doing a really, really solid job overall. Benny, tremendous catching in the back. So like him not throwing quite as many shots as he did in the first set. Once again, here we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. This is the area where the players come before matches and between sets. Here's some replays from that second set. See Carballo here. Look at this just beautiful forehand rebote, straight back, right at the feet of Benny. And Benny just comes up with the tip. And here you got, oh my.
He actually almost caught that.
No,
which is,
good. No, at first, because we can't see from the back wall, at first I thought that it made contact with his body.
Yeah.
But it was his cesta. That's good. Yeah. Now get the cesta. No, it's get the cesta in the way of the ball if it's going to hit you. This is the one Carballo sees. Look, that's about 1.5 feet out. Carballo saw it going out, so that's excellent control on Carballo's point. Excellent control.
This serve, I mean, staying a little bit inside, but boy, he just blasted it.
And we have seen Carballo come out in additional sets and sauce up 5 of those serves.
Right. I mean, that's, again, we talk about it a bunch, but that's the beauty of this best 2 out of 3 format. You take those 2 minutes, you really reset, because that's a different Cyclones team we saw come out there. 6-1 in the opening set, favors Zulaika and Benny. A couple wild mistakes by Carballo up in the front, settled down, and boy, what a player he is when he plays under control. 6-2, the result. Manu played pretty well there in the backcourt. We'll throw that in there as well. I think there was one point that I stopped and I said, this was about 3 in a row that he just pulled off the sidewall closer than the next and handles them like they're nothing. Incredible backcourter, top players on this roster. Ready to go here with our third and decisive set. First 3-setter of the day. Up next to going to be Rockin' Bueno in singles and Iturbide and Spinner against I-Kada and Manny. We begin our third set with a missed serve by Carballo up in the front court. Went for it, knocked it down. That is a first point to Zuleika and Benny.
That's the type of impulse that you want to avoid.
The tip serve, I think, is a better way to, not miss serve. Miss serve we saw with Carballo. That point does go to the Chargers. Here's Benny at the 12 line, backhand. Lifted up and out. That one's coming out. 7 line. Carballo puts it back inside. Here's Zuleika. Manu now from the 13. Backhand. Kicking up and out. Just out of reach of Benny. Zuleika lines up the rebote. Powerfully turns it. Back to the left side of Manu. Good read. Benny now steps up. Takes it at the 11 line. This one dropping low again. Manu. What a catch by Benny, pulling it off the sidewall. Here's Manu stepping up. He's got it at the 9 line. This one passing again, just out of reach. Zuleika. Powerful forehand rebote, passing Manu. Here's Carballo on the inside, off his footing. Drops it back in. Benny just does get up there before the second bounce. Low runner, just out of reach again. Carballo sweeps it off the ground and gets it to pass. Here's Manu. On the forehand, drops back over the top, slows things down for the moment. Here's Benny at the 12 line. Low runner. Pass Manu front ways. He's got the rebote on the back end. Zuleika inside, he cuts it off. There's a backhand. Manu, one hand up the wall. He comes down with the ball.
What a catch.
Forehand rebote, soft touch, kicks off the sidewall. Here's Manu, backhand. And out of reach. Zuleika puts it back up the middle powerfully. Manu's there. Sidearm forehand, cut off again overhead. Here's Zuleika. Carballo on the rebote, almost overran it. Drops it back inside for Benny. That one can open up. Here's Manu on the forehand now. Manu drops it over the top. Benny going up. Forehand from Benny. Beats Carballo to the inside. There's Manu. Great catch at the 12. That is right on the wall. Zuleika just flicks it up. Calling for Carballo to take it. Just did here. There's the backhand. Benny now backed up to the 13 line. Drops it inside. No play for Carballo. Manu's got his back up. Benny at the 13. Comes over the top again. That ball kicking way up. Manu's there. Trading Pikas here. Trying to get that big bounce over their opponent. Here's Manu reaching up again. Benny handles comfortably on the left side at the 13 line. Nice backhand. Here's Manu again. This ball launched, coming out a long way. Up at the 3 line, Zuleika turns it. That is cutting inside. Carballo just does get out there. His return powerful. Takes Zuleika to the same spot. This one lower and harder. Really nothing on that rebote. What a spectacular save by Manu. Here's Benny on the inside. Drops it back in. Where it is tipped.
What a point.
And scoring. What a well-played point. Chargers get their second. They lead 2-0.
Reminder of the scoring. First team here to win 6 points, win the match. Each one has won one set. Here you have Zuleika rifling that forehand rebote. I don't know that he left anything on the table behind that throw. Here's Carballo at the 2 line to make that rebote. He launches it. Zuleika's there. It's a little bit of a different throw. Manu makes a fine save.
Powerful serve. There's Manu getting in there before it crossed the sidewall. Powers the backhand. Nice return. Zuleika just flicks it up. Carballo at the 8 line. Whips it right up the middle. Here's Benny with a tip ball. First point for the Cyclones. They're on the board here in our third set.
Zuleika's gotten a lot better at saving the ball at the sidewall. When he first began with the program last season, when the ball was on the wall, just had a difficult time maneuvering it in necessity to make the rebote. Seems to have gotten over that issue.
Hard serve is an ace. Perfectly thrown by Carballo. That ties it up. 2-2. Fault over serve.
Yeah, Carballo's
Second serve coming up.
Nothing.
nothing in the tank here.
He's leaving nothing. He's just blasting these in. That was an overserve, unfortunately.
Second serve is good. Benny handles. Big backhand, open it up. Carballo on the move, stops at the 5 line, drops it inside. Here's Zulaika. Quick turn on the 2 wall. Thrown to score. What a shot by Zulaika. Hey, Chargers lead 3-2.
So it makes those 2 walls excellent is how close they hit the floor to the front wall. See Zulaika winding up here. Boom. See where it hits the floor?
Yeah, Carballo's first step moving back. He's got to be advancing on a 2-wall thrown like that. That's perfectly done.
Yeah, really well executed.
Backhand by Manu. Lifted up. Here's Benny on the left side. Hard backhand. That one dropping low. Calls for Carballo to get back in there. He does. Nice save. So like again, 2-wall to score.
My, oh my.
4-2 advantage for the Chargers.
Zulaika has not been this aggressive in a while.
Yeah, you see Manu kind of telling Carballo to take maybe a few steps up.
Forward, yeah.
Zulaika, this last couple doubles matches, has been establishing the split placement a little bit more, which is taking Carballo off the net defensively. And these last couple points, he's just told him to meet him there on the outside, and Zulaika's beat him every time.
Beautiful serve.
What a serve there by Zulaika. Brings it to a 5-2 advantage. Possible set, a possible match point for the Chargers. Zulaika and Benny.
Both Carballo and Zulaika with these monster serves. So far, they're going the direction of Zulaika here in this third and final set.
What a catch there by Manu. Keeps it going. Backhand. Here's Benny. What a catch right on the wall, crashing in. Gets the backhand. Back to Benny at the 11 line. Swung and open up. Takes Manu to the outside. Forehand back over the top. Here's Benny. One dropping low. Manu lines it up. Powerful backhand into the corner. Good range by Benny back there at the 13 line. Zulaika on the rebote. Powerful turn. Lined up. Here's Manu. Backhand. Yeah, this one dropping. Calls for Carballo to get back there. What a save by Carballo. Spinning save. Ball floating. Benny takes it middle of the court. Back at the 12 line. 3-wall play. Manu knows where to be. Drops it inside. Here's Zulaika. 2-wall. Thrown to score for the win. Point, set, and match. Zulaika ends it with a bevy of 2 walls. 6-2. The third and decisive set. Wow. One better than the next. Now, where did that last one open up? My goodness. 6-2. Third set. Chargers with that win. They tie up the game day. I mean, we've seen 2 walls thrown on this court, but
between the power serves coming from both Carballo and Zulaika's 2 walls, that was just an overall super impressive showing by all 4 players on the court. Carballo got off to a disorganized start,
yeah.
I guess we'd say. Got hit twice or 3 times.
I mean, that match hit twice in the missed serve, which caught him too.
Hit twice. But he regrouped beautifully. He regrouped really well. Again, came back to the cage, did well. And just overall, the solid play of Zulaika and Benny working together beautifully, playing together beautifully as a team, helped them come out on top.
And just the second loss of the season for Carballo and Manu. We will be hearing from our winners, Zulaika and Benny, in just a few moments here. Again, their 3rd win of the season, now improving to 3-4. Overall, just 1 match remains for that top-ranked doubles team of the Chargers. Yeah, but even after a slow start, if they could win their final match and get back to 500 with a record of 4-4 for this fall 23 season, not all too bad for that top team of the Chargers.
It's okay. I'm ready.
Here's Zulaika and Benny.
All right, Zulaika, Benny, congratulations on winning that match. How are you guys feeling right now?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. We went out there and we won the first set pretty easily, and then we lost the second one. But, you know, it feels good to get the win.
How are you able to stay in it once you win the first set, then you lose the second one? How do you able to stay focused for that?
Yeah, you just kind of need to forget about what happened in that second set and just try and do what you did in the first one. And we were just trying, you know, out-catch him. We knew it was going to be a long match, and, you know, that's what we did.
Yeah, very happy. We got to continue working, earning some points, and let's go Chargers.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens today.
Thank you, guys.
Up next, Rock and Bueno. This one will break the tie on the game day with just 1 point to be awarded in this singles match. Regardless of how this one goes, game day will come down to Iturbide and Spinner against I-Kada and Manny. That will follow. You see the players up there. Rock for the Chargers, Bueno for the Cyclones. There's the serve.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line.
Again, Rock coming into this one, record of 3-3. Defeated Bueno last time they played. Bueno 3-3 as well.
Second serve is good. Here's the backhand by Bueno. Rock makes the catch. Backhand to the inside. Big backhand by Bueno. Robote left side. Bueno makes the catch at the 10 line. There's the backhand by Rock. Robote, forehand by Bueno. Rock is there. Rock gathers. Robote, the rebound off the back wall, played by Bueno to the inside. Rock is there. Backhand from the 7 line. That ball's turned into the pad. The pad is bad. Rock gets the first point of the first set. He serves.
Yeah, Bueno trying to play that long 2-1. Just need a little more power on that. I mean, that's really the only problem right there. If that hits the front wall, opens up, and he's going to get that second bounce before Rock can get up there. Like that Bueno's been throwing a couple more shots. And going to move Rock around a little bit more, and if you pass him consistently, that's where you're going to see a couple more mistakes. Didn't do that the last time. And good start here for Rock, though. He knows that he's capable of taking this match once again.
Here's the catch and the return by Rock. Robote, forehand by Bueno. Rock's there, tip ball. We're all tied up. 1 point apiece. Reminder the scoring in battle court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. The first player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, that's just a catch that Rock has to make if he wants to stay in this one. Coming right to his left side, above his waist. I mean, that's bread and butter. You don't see many misses there, and at that speed, too. Tough break, see if he can lock back in right here. Just 1-1.
There's a backhand by Rock. Bueno makes the catch. Big backhand by Bueno. Hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2 points for Rock. He serves.
And Rock's just a tough guy to pass. I mean, one of the taller backcourters on this roster, and you see Bueno fording with that overhead screen as he tries to do so. Sketching a piece right there.
Here's the backhand by Bueno to the inside. Good catch by Rock. Backhand from the 10 line. Passes. Here's the Robote. Robote forehand. Scoop by Rock. Backhand from the 10 line. Robote save by Bueno. Scoop by Bueno. There's the backhand. Nice 2-all. That will score for Rock. Rock steps out. 2 points ahead of Bueno, 3-1. Rock serves.
You've seen Rock, I mean, show you some different stuff in singles, moving around his opponent as well as anybody.
Very much
in
so.
this 5th-ranked group, you just got to mix it up, see what happens, and so far so good here for number 37 of the Chargers.
That 2-all has been working for him in the second half of 2023, no question about it.
2-all and also softer touch on some of these Robotes, kind of like a Tejada Robote attempt has been taking advantage of opponents who are hanging deeper in the backcourt.
There's a backhand by Bueno. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, saved by Rock. There's the forehand by Bueno. Robote forehand by Rock. Bueno with 2 points. Rock has 3. Bueno has the serve.
And that's a better type of return there for Bueno. Kept that forehand lowered and harder and didn't give Rock a chance on the Robote. I mean, you know he likes to dive. You know he's going to put his body out on the line to try to make every save possible, so don't even give him that opportunity. Force Rock to make a tough catch in front of him. That's what happened right there. He beat him to the inside with good power on the forehand.
It's backhand by Rock. That ball hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. That's a third point for Bueno, and we're all tied up 3-3.
Yeah, the forehand just getting away from Rock.
Here's the backhand by Rock. Robote. Robote forehand by Bueno. Bueno makes the catch. Hard to pass. Robote forehand by Rock. Excellent catch by Bueno behind the 7 line there. Rock reaches up. He's got it in the cesta. Backhand. There's a backhand by Bueno. Rock, low and hard to the inside. Scooped up on the left side of Bueno. There's the backhand. Robote coming out. Robote saved by Rock. It's a 2-all. It does not open. Bueno's got it. Low and hard and scoring on the return. Bueno breaks the tie. It is 4-3 in favor of Bueno in the Cesta Cyclones. He serves.
Another perfect forehand. I mean, low and hard. And again, you're going to see that miss from Rock on the bounce when he's on the move. I'd like to see if he goes back to that when he gets it up there in the front court on the right side. And he's had a tendency to overthrow a couple of these and elevate the forehands. Not that one. Well done.
Backhand by Rock. Hard throw to the inside. Stays inside. Robote comes low. Bueno makes the save. Karam lands in and scores. 4-4 is the score. Rock serves.
Like Karam by Rock, also with a softer touch. I mean, look at this one. I think he knows that he's throwing this. You see Bueno kind of to the inside. You land it just inside the boundary line. Tough to get out there in time. Well done. Ties it up 4-4.
Robote missed at the side wall. That's 5 points and a possible set point for Bueno. He serves.
Yeah, just really well placed there by Bueno, right on the wall. Rock trying to make that Robote on the move. It's tough when it's that close to the numbers. Good job here by Bueno. Settled down after an early deficit. Now with a couple points here to close it out.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's the backhand by Rock. Hard throw to the inside. Ball
Knocked
tipped,
down.
point and set to Bueno of the Cesta Cyclones, winning the first set. 6-4. We'll put 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
First set going to Bueno. 6-4. And second and final time he's played Rock here in this Battle Court season.
Some replays here from first set. Good catch there by Bueno.
Their last singles match, Stu, 6-5, 5-6, 6-5.
Wow.
So went the maximum
Maximum number of points allowable.
in one match. I mean, Rock wanted to play more, but they said, hey, we got 11 in a set, brother. That's the maximum.
That's as far as we go.
See that Karam there? That's well thrown. Perfectly thrown, as a matter of fact. Look at this one. right on the wall. Just a tough rebote for anybody. Actually a higher ranked backcourt there. Rock just couldn't get out there in time. You see Bueno. Improved play over the last couple of weeks has been a big reason why the Cyclones have went on their run. I mean, Bueno and Manu haven't lost many matches. I-Kada and Bueno, the fifth team, started to turn it around. And Bueno in singles, different player than we saw just a few weeks ago.
Bueno's been excellent. Played beautifully in that doubles match earlier today. We'll see what happens here in the singles. 6-4 victory there in the first set with at least one more set to go. We'll see how Rock comes out of the ESPN 3 players cage.
And taking a look here, Bueno and Manu have won 4 in a row, including their match today. Bueno, 2 in a row coming into this singles. Hasn't dropped a set in those previous 2 matches. And with I-Kada, won their last time out against the Wall Warriors and haven't dropped many sets. You see the captain there, Manny. He'll be coming out in our final match with I-Kada and Manny against. Iturbide and Spinner will follow and close out the game day. Regardless of what happens here, 1.5 points in our final match could decide the game day. One team looking to jump out ahead right here. Cyclones taking the first set. They need just one more to close it out. Rock looking to come back. He's got the serve here to begin set number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next set. Rock will have the serve for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. Backhand by Bueno. Rebote to the inside. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Has the distance. Caught on the forehand of Rock. Rock from the right side. Scoop by Bueno. There's the backhand. Forehand rebote into the pad, and the pad is bad. That first point of the second set goes to Bueno of the Cesta Cyclones. He serves.
Yeah, Bueno so improved on his catching a few weeks ago. Maybe not going to convert that scoop attempt that time. Scoops it up, gets the backhand a pass, setting up that point. He now leads 1-0.
Rock winds up. There's the 2-all. Bueno reads this one, stops it, returns a carom. Rock gets there, but will not make the catch. 2 points for Bueno of the Cesta Cyclones. He serves. Here's the backhand by Rock. Hard throw to the inside. A rebote forehand by Bueno. Rebote forehand again by Rock. Bueno makes the catch. Rebote left side. Bueno from the right side. Low and hard. Rebote saved by Rock. That's a nice play. Bueno will back up to the 9 line. He will not make the catch. There'll be no shutout. Rock has a point. Bueno still has 2. We're playing to 6. Rock serves.
The floater on the outside, just kind of hanging up there.
Sometimes,
you say
sometimes the slow balls are the most difficult ones to catch.
I'll
no
tell
question
you,
about it.
You see misses that you wouldn't expect on those slow ones. Probably each game day. That one happened right there to Bueno.
Big backhand by Bueno. Rotate forehand, low and hard to the inside. Bueno with a drop ball. We're all tied up. 2 points apiece. Rock has the serve.
And Rock going for a softer touch on that rebote. Bueno with a good read, just in and out of the basket. Thought he had it lined up, just couldn't pull it in. A rare miss on that left side. 2 in a row now. See if he can settle back in. Rock able to tie it up. Would love to force a third set here.
There's the backhand by Bueno. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side by Rock to the inside. Bueno's there. Here's the backhand. Rebote save again by Rock. That's well played. Here's Bueno at the 8 line. Bueno powerfully from the forehand. Ball tipped by Bueno. 3 points for Rock. He serves.
And tough catch to make on the bounce, right at his feet. On the move. And not a lot of margin for error at the ball in that basket. And you're seeing that right here with Bueno. 3 misses in a row that I don't think you really would have expected there, the way he played that opening set. Brought Rock right back into this match. His first lead of the set.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Bueno on the backhand to the inside. Rock's there. Bote forehand. Add the distance. It will score. 3-3. Bueno serves.
Maybe not exactly the way you wanted to throw it, but surely did work out well. Kind of a I-Kada rebote. Not a lot on it, just above the pad and taking that second bounce before Rock can get up there.
Backhand by Rock to the inside. Bueno takes it on the forehand at the 8 line. Bote left side. High and hard, little too high and hard. That'll be 4 points for Bueno, and he has the serve.
Going for that high 2-wall. Trying to get a bounce up over Bueno or fly it over his head. Either way, catching that rail just above the front wall. Bueno the lead here, 4-3.
Here's the backhand by Rock, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Rock's there. Backhand by Rock to the inside. Rebote forehand now by Bueno. Rock's there, takes it in the air. Good catch by Bueno, nice adjustment. That ball to the inside will score on the second bounce.
Throw.
5 points, possible set, possible match point for Bueno.
Yeah, Bueno kind of established that 2-wall from the left side these last couple game days. So what does he do? Keeps it inside
Puts
for the
it
first
inside,
time.
Threw it inside beautifully.
Just out of
High
reach.
degree of accuracy on that throw.
Yep, good power as well. Couple to work with here to close out the match now. 5-3 advantage in our second set.
Here's the catch by Rock, backhand. Excellent catch by Bueno. Gathers himself, makes the throw. Here's the backhand. That gets away from Rock and hits the overhead screen. Point set and match in straight sets for Bueno of the Cesta Cyclones, winning 6-4, 6-3.
2 wins for Bueno on the day. An early candidate, early leader in the clubhouse for that player of the day. Just 1 match left. I-Kada and Manny will take on Iturbide and Spinner. Game day on the line. If either team wins it. See that game day score now. Cyclones jump out ahead, at least for the moment, but 1.5 points remain in that final doubles match, which means the Chargers have a chance to steal the game day away from their opponents. And with a win right here, the Chargers would pull themselves within a point of the Devils, currently holding on to second place. And those teams would be tied up in terms of game days and points remaining for the season. We will be hearing from Bueno. And second win on the day. He's been a big catalyst for this run of the Cesta Cyclones over their last couple of weeks and moved their way up to the top of our standings. Excited to hear what Bueno has to say. Let's hear from him. Here's Bueno.
All right, Bueno, that was your 3rd singles win in a row. What's your strategy to keep so sharp out there?
I mean, it's more of like, you know, putting in the work and coming in and practice on the days off. You know, I didn't have that many consecutive wins in the beginning, so I had to turn things around, and it's kind of just, the game plan is don't make any errors and play aggressively. You know, last time that I played Rook, he beat me, so, you know, I had to come out here and just, you know, make sure I put the points up on the team on the board for the team.
I have a question from the TikTok chat. What's your diet like?
My diet, actually, I'm vegan. So, you know, I eat, I cook everything my own. I juice a lot. I drink a lot of, like, you know, juices, ginger, carrot juice, you know, just different stuff all the time, beet juice. And, you know, right now I ate curry potatoes with carrots. I mean, with, carrots and peas and chickpeas and stuff like that. You know, I make it all on my own. So, you know, my wife helps me out a lot, too. So.
Well, Bueno, congratulations again on winning your third singles match in a row. Let's see what else happens tonight.
Thank you. Go Clones.
The finale coming up, second-ranked doubles right here, Stu. Should be a fun one. Strap in. We have 4 Lifestyle Miami Chargers, Iturbide and Spinner. The Cesta Cyclones, I-Kada and Manny. Iturbide and Spinner, one of the better teams with a record of 5-4. I-Kada and Manny 2-6. There's the serve. Final match, ready to go. Low runner inside. Good catch by I-Kada. There's a backhand. On the wall for Iturbide. Powerful return. This one passing both Cyclones. I-Kada on the rebote. Back inside. Spinner couldn't get there in the air. Plays the rebote. Here's I-Kada. Sidearm forehand. Back at Spinner. Good play on the forehand. Here's I-Kada from the left side. This one lobbed up. Iturbide backs up to the 10 line. Running back in. Here's Manny. Right on the wall. That one is tipped. I-Kada and Manny get on the board first in our final match.
Manny doing a beautiful job putting that ball right on the side wall. Iturbide got his Cesta up there, made contact, just tipped it.
Backhand by Spinner to the inside. Manny pulls it in right off the wall. Backhand. That's passing. Iturbide on the rebote. Puts it back inside. Manny at the 10 line. Sidearm throw. Spinner runs under it. Powerful backhand. Low runner. Manny steps up. Here's Iturbide. Backhand to the inside. What a play by Manny now in the corner. Iturbide. Long drop shot. Manny got up there before the second bounce, puts it back inside. Spinner now on the hop, takes it in. Long splitter. Manny calls him off, takes it in. Manny's carom return. Iturbide running for it. He gets out there, avoids the screen. Carom return is out.
Iturbide paying very close attention to his proximity to the screen. Made sure to keep that left hand, that free hand, away from the screen. Again, incidental contact with that screen is okay. But if you grab onto it to try to brace yourself, you're going to lose the point. So he did a really good job where that was concerned. Wound up going for the kill shot that landed out.
Serve takes Spinner, middle of the court, forehand. Powerful throw back inside. I-Kada deep in the backcourt, just does make the save. Here's Iturbide. Shoots it low and hard. Manny scooped it up in the backcourt. Low runner inside. There's Iturbide again. Backed up to the 8 line. Hard throw. This one coming out right on the wall. That one missed. Iturbide and Spinner get on the board. Their first point.
Again, this time the purple shirt's doing a good job of keeping that ball on the side wall, setting up a very difficult rebote for I-Kada to make. I-Kada was looking to get a little gas behind that ball. You saw Iturbide, you saw Zuleika earlier with how to make those plays at the side wall. Basically, you put your Cesta right up against the side wall, let the ball fall in, just get it up to the front wall. Don't try to turn it into a shot.
What a catch by Manny. There's a backhand. Stop. Here's Spinner. Forehand pushed up the middle. I-Kada cuts this one off. Hard backhand follows. That one passing. Iturbide lining it up. Drops the rebote inside. Manny goes up for it. That one right through Iturbide's legs. Nice play. Here's Spinner. Powerful throw back over the top. Here's Manny at the 12 line. Iturbide on the costado. Drop shot. I-Kada with a perfect read. He whips the split placement. Spinner. He stops it. Spinner faked the carom. Keeps it inside. Manny. A nice read. Back up the middle. Spinner's got it again on the forehand. High off the front wall. I-Kada cuts it off in the air. There's a backhand lobbed up. Back to the left side of Spinner. Ball to wall on that return. I-Kada again. That's on the numbers. Rebote missed. 2-2. Chargers tie it up. Yeah, same throw again. Here's Iturbide on the inside, backhand, lifted to Manny at the 13. Spinner from the 12 line, forehand, drop between them. I-Kada looking for the rebote. He's got the save, high off the front wall. Spinner keeps it on the forehand. Spinner goes for the outside placement. That caught the rail, just the front wall, which is out of play. I-Kada and Manny, their third point. Retake the lead.
Yeah, Spinner's trying to place it as high on the front wall as possible. Basically just escapes just a little bit more than he wanted to, about 2 inches too high, and hits that rail above the front wall, which is out of play.
Backhand inside, here's I-Kada. Forehand back over the top, I-Kada cuts it off middle of the court. Side arm forehand. Spinner again from the inside at the 10 line. Manny on the forehand, drops it over the top. Spinner on the left side now. Hard backhand, lobbed up, here's Manny. Low runner, here's Iturbide backed up to the 10 line. Hard throw, that is right on the numbers. No fear for Manny, he pulls it in. Spinner now. The 12 line, drops it back inside. Good range by I-Kada, he cuts it off. Sidearm forehand for Iturbide, nice play. Manny has it overhead. Powerful backhand again, lobbed up. Here's Spinner. Spinner puts it on the wall, better catch by I-Kada. Hard return, back out to the forehand now. Spinner from deep in the backcourt, goes for the peak of the big bounce. Got it over I-Kada, Manny stops it. Manny over the top now, Spinner in the corner comes up with it. Manny again, comes back to Spinner on the bounce, just beyond the 12 line, puts it inside. Here's Manny again. Spinner now. Softer touch, I-Kada going to step in there to cut it off. Powerful backhand by I-Kada. Spinner just out of the way. Iturbide's got the rebote. Up to the forehand, here's Manny again. Long cortada. Iturbide's got it on the bounce. Backhand. Just out of reach, I-Kada coming back for it. Calls him off, he turns it. Iturbide's two wall is stopped on the outside. Carambola returns, scores for I-Kada. What defense, that brings it to a 4-2 advantage for the Cyclones.
My, oh my, what a catch. What a catch. I-Kada went into overdrive to get that ball. Powered himself up there, made a great catch. The key is once you got it up there, what are you going to do with it? You threw the carambola to score. What's a carambola? Thrown from the outside out there by the judges. Throw it hard to the front wall, cuts to the side wall, and cuts back out.
Here's Spinner at the 10 line. Sidearm forehand. Back to Manny in the corner. Here's Manny. Drop back over the top of the 9 line. Iturbide cuts it off. Splitter actually stayed inside. Manny scooped it up. Good reflexes. There's a backhand. Caught overhead. Spinner's got it. High off the front wall again. drops between them. Manny out of the way. I-Kada's got the rebote. Places it inside. Here's spinner at the 11 line. I-Kada steps in to cut it off. Spinner takes it in the air. Hard return. Kicking out. I-Kada up at the 5 line. He stays with it. Puts it on the wall. Not a lot on that return. Iturbide. Good save. Backhand by Manny. Here's spinner going up forward at the 11 line. His backhand is tipped.
Oh, a tip by Manny.
Third point for the Chargers. They serve.
So rare tip by Manny. And literally that ball, why do we call it a tip? Because literally it touched the tip of his cesta. You see the big, like the gut of the cesta, and you think that's where players would catch it there in the gusset, but no, a good amount of our players catch the ball up towards the tip of the cesta.
Powerful serve. Manny keeps it on the left side. Hard backhand. Here's spinner. Coming out of the corner. Drops it over the top at the 12 line. Backhand. Manny runs around it. Keeps it on the left side. This one kicking up. Spinner going up at the 13 line. Here's I-Kada to cut it off. Sidearm forehand. Trying to pass in the corner. What a catch by spinner. Kept it on the left side. Just flicks it up. Here's I-Kada. Big backhand. That one launched. Iturbide up at the 6 line. Powerfully turns it inside. Again, I-Kada on a knee. Turns the rebote. Spinner from the backcourt. Comes over the top again. Here's Manny going up. And he faked the outside placement. Keeps it inside. Spinner handles. Here's I-Kada. Left side. Hard backhand again. Well out of the reach of spinner. Cutting back inside. Iturbide stays with it. Tough catch on the bounce. Manny's there. Manny back over the top again. Just out of reach. Here's spinner. Backhand by I-Kada, just above the pad. Iturbide cuts off another. This one lobbed up. Here's Manny. This one opens up to the outside. Iturbide puts it back inside. Well placed. Manny committed. Now backs up. Takes it in at the 11. Spinner at the 13 line. Forehand. This one cut off again by I-Kada. Tough catch. Crashing into the sidewall. Drops it over the top inside. Spinner goes up. Manny just beyond the 10 line. Iturbide out of it. Spinner goes up once more. Get a bigger bounce. Tough catch by I-Kada right in front of his face. Keeps it inside, just out of reach of Iturbide. Spinner has it once more. Spinner from the 11 line. One kicks off the sidewall. Manny out there looking for the rebote. He makes a save. Big bouncer. Spinner backpedals. Stops it beyond the 13. I-Kada cuts off another. There's a backhand. Comes out to the forehand of spinner now. At the 12 line, sidearm play. Cut off, here's Manny. I-Kada, another good catch right on the numbers. There's the backhand, lifted up. Spinner takes it in. I-Kada pushes that to the outside. That one lands outside the court. 4-4 is the score. Chargers serve. What a catch by Manny. That serve crossing deep in the backcourt. Able to pass with the return. What a play. Here's I-Kada. Cuts it off on the inside. Hard backhand. Here's spinner now. Deep in the backcourt. Lobs it up. I-Kada's got another one, this time on the right side. Cortada stopped on the bounce. What a reach there by Iturbide. Keeps the point going. Backhand by Manny. Right on the wall. Tough rebote. Just lobs it up. Well, that ball kicked way up. Manny stays with it. Sidearm forehand. Drops between them. Here's spinner now going up for it. Manny on the forehand, committed. Drops it back over the top. Here's spinner now coming out of the corner. Here's one over the top, dropping low. I-Kada lines up another rebote. Tough save. Here's spinner. Manny reaching up on the left side. Hard backhand is in the overhead screen and out of play. 5-4 lead for Iturbide and Spinner. The possible set point.
Again, when trying to pass your opponents, you need to keep that overhead screen in mind.
Manny back over the top. Here's Spinner. From the 13 line. Keeps it inside. No play for I-Kada. Here's Manny. Iturbide able to cut it off in the air. Splitter. No play for I-Kada. Manny's got it. Fakes the carom. He drops it inside. Going to be a tough rebote. Spinner got there. Could not turn it. Cyclones bring it to 5-5. This is set point. Cyclones serve. Here's Manny on the inside, back over the top. Spinner, nice catch in the corner. Here's I-Kada up at the 8 line. Hard forehand. Pass both Chargers. There's Iturbide on the rebote. I-Kada digs it out. Big bouncer. Here's Spinner on the inside. At the 10 line. Powerful forehand. 3-wall play again. I-Kada turns it. Iturbide aggressively cuts it off overhead. There's a powerful backhand. I-Kada on the move early. Turns it at the 5 line, back over the top. Good read by Spinner, lines it up. Low runner, Spinner's got it overhead. Drops it over the top, I-Kada runs under it. I-Kada shoots it low and hard, Spinner backing up. He's got it on the bounce. Slows it down for the moment, ball lobbed up. I-Kada turns rebote, here's Iturbide. High costado, Manny runs back under it, backhand. Just out of reach. Off the wall, Iturbide powerfully turns it. That one dropping low. Manny just does get out there. He's got it on the rebote. Spinner. 10 line. Forehand. Cutting inside. Manny committed on the right side. Outside placement follows. Scoop by Iturbide. Carom is low. Point and set. I-Kada and Manny take it 6-5. 2 minutes up on the board. We will play our second set.
Talk about an important point there for either one of those teams. A lot on the line. You want to get that set. Nothing leads into a second set like a victory in the preceding set. That was the case there for I-Kada and Manny. This is a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are in a break between 2 sets, the first and second set. This match here in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. There you have Iturbide, Lifestyle Miami Chargers, and Spinner, also the Lifestyle Miami Chargers, on their break in between sets. I-Kada and Manny seated right behind them. Manny consulting with Manu. That's Jed in there. Underneath the hoodie and behind the mask. Players will take this time to discuss strategy. Their teammates who may have noticed a weakness in the opposing team or a weakness or mistakes made in their own teammates' game will offer feedback during this period of time. Everyone's goal, trying to win that next set. There's Zulaika seated next to Spinner. Zulaika having played a magnificent doubles match with Benny just earlier this afternoon. And we are here, ladies and gentlemen, every Monday and Tuesday at 5 p.m., Fridays at 7 p.m.
Some replays here. Look at Manny. Great defense on the outside. Looks like, yeah, this is the second and final matchup between these two teams. First time they played back in middle of September on the 18th. Iturbide and Spinner coming out on top in 3 sets. 6-3, 5-6, then 6-4. So second ranked group has established himself as longer ralliers. You're going to see some lengthy points, and it holds true here in that result as well. First set went the maximum 11 points. See if the Chargers can come back, force a third and decisive set. There's the serve. We begin with a great catch by Manny. I-Kada and Manny on the board first. Chargers may be looking for interference, but again, judgment call, and it looks like he kind of made an effort to go for it. Tough to request interference. What a serve there by I-Kada. Iturbide drops it. I-Kada gets up there before the second bounce. That one's scooped up, though, by Spinner. The carom beat him to the outside. What a shot. That ties it up, 1-1.
Really well done by Spinner. Spinner regrouped, made a beautiful shot. An absolutely beautiful shot.
Hard serve through I-Kada's legs and caught back beyond the 13 line. That ball opened up. Spinner, good body control. Not get hit by it. Here's the backhand. Inside, just out of reach. Iturbide on the move, up at the 7th line. Powers the rebote, back to the left side of Manny. Iturbide. Rebote again. I-Kada keeps it on the forehand. Drops it back over the top. Inside, here's Spinner. I-Kada looking to cut it off. Manny now caught under the bridge. He saves the rebote. Iturbide switches from left to right. Powerful forehand just out of reach, but I-Kada's got a play on it. He drops it inside. Iturbide, what control. Ball kicked off the side wall. Not a lot on that rebote. Manny digs it out. Iturbide on the forehand. 3-wall play. Manny lines it up perfectly. Forehand right back to Iturbide. Good reflexes. That drop shot inside. Manny gets up there again. Backhand. Caught the top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. Iturbide and Spinner get a second point. They serve.
Great read by Manny to move up on the ball like that. The backhand trying to thread the needle, just get it just above the pad. Pad there telling us that it was touched because that ball took a wonky bounce coming off that pad.
And he drops it over the top here, Spinner. Sidearm forehand. I-Kada thought about it. Plays a rebote on the back end. Spinning save. That's well placed. Better catch by Spinner. Hit it on the forehand. Manny drops it over the top. Iturbide had it for a moment. Could not get the throw off. That's a second point for I-Kada and Manny. Tied up 2-2.
I don't think that there's any question that I-Kada and Manny would like to finish this off in straight sets. I know it kind of goes without saying for most teams, but especially this one.
What a catch here by I-Kada. Cuts it off low on the left side. Here's Spinner. Oh, hard forehand. Iturbide gets there. 2-wall. Opening up. I-Kada stops it. I-Kada powerful throw back over the top. Spinner's there. What a play. Forehand just does clear. I-Kada back on the inside. Cuts it off. Hard backhand lobbed up. Just out of reach. Spinner avoids it. There's a forehand rebote. There's a backhand. Manny puts it back to the right side of Spinner. Spinner slows it down. Up the middle for I-Kada. What a catch. Iturbide coming cross court. Backhand lifted inside. Here's Manny now. This one launched. Wall to wall. Forehand rebote. Powered back to the left side of Manny. Here's Spinner now. On the inside. Puts it back inside. Here's Manny on the bounce. Big bouncer. Spinner going up. Caught at the apex. Drops it over the top. Here's Manny again reaching inside. What a play. Spinner on the bounce. Long carom. Tough to open up. I-Kada from the outside. Shoots it right back at Spinner, who's got it on the forehand. Here's I-Kada. Left side. Puts it on the number. Spinner goes up for it. Backhand. Here's Manny now. Outside placement. Switches things up. Iturbide stops it. Iturbide shoots it low and hard. Manny with the rebote. Perfect positioning. Iturbide again. Whips it inside. Manny, what a scoop there at the 9 line. Backhand. Lobbed into the corner and passing. Forehand rebote. Comes out again to the left side. Here's Manny. Iturbide puts it back to the forehand now. Manny fakes the outside placement. Keeps it inside. Spinner going up again. Ball is missed off the side wall. What a point. Iturbide and Spinner break the tie, leading 3-2.
Yeah, I-Kada taking his eye just off the ball there at the sidewall. Tricky catch to begin with, but you really have to visualize it all the way into the cesta.
That one perfectly positioned right there and just tipped. Here's Spinner. Back inside. 40K cuts it off. Powerful backhand opens up. Spinner runs under it. Sidearm forehand. Beats Manny to the inside. I-Kada calls him off on the rebote. But that one sails in the overhead screen and out of play. 4-2 lead for the Chargers.
Yeah, trying to pass that ball back. Got to keep the overhead screen in mind there. Just went out of play.
Rebote dropped inside. Here's Manny. Forehand, shoots it low and hard. Well placed. Miss by Spinner. In and out of the basket it goes. Third point for the Cyclones. 4-3, they serve. Here's Spinner on the inside at the 10 line. What a play by Iturbide. Scooped it up on the inside. Powerful backhand. Spinner ducks. Rebote is coming out. Spinner on the inside at the 10 line. I-Kada coming cross court. Spinning rebote save. Spinner at the 9 line. The forehand caught the overhead screen and out of play. 4-4 is the score. I-Kada and Manny serve. Just like that. Tied up.
Tied up. Really solid play by all 4 players on the court.
As an overserve, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Here's spinner. Sidearm, forehand. Manny backing up. I-Kada all alone, turns Rebote. Spinner back beyond the 12 line. Over the top. On the inside. Good control by I-Kada. Same spot here, spinner. It's in front of the 12 line. I-Kada steps in again. Keeps it inside. Turbide couldn't get there. Spinner again in the corner. Drops this one a little higher. I-Kada with time runs under it. There's a strong backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Lifted back to Manny. Spinner now. Contact with the sidewall. Manny sticks with it. Big bouncer. That one controlled by Turbide. He keeps it inside. Manny not going to be there for the Rebote. 5-4 lead for Iturbide and Spinner. They have a possible set point.
That ball is beautifully thrown by Iturbide to the inside, just sharply, just out of reach of Manny. Also played low, so he didn't have a play on the Rebote.
Backhand opens up. Iturbide running with it. Backpedals into position. Powerfully turns it up the middle. Here's Manny on the bounce. Forehand. Comes back to spinner now. Manny at the 11. Just above the pad. To the inside. Back here, spinner. This one high off the front wall. I-Kada with time. He runs under it. Softer touch on the backhand. Spinner's there. Manny from the 10 line. This backhand opens up. Takes spinner to the middle of the court. Sidearm throw, crossing the sidewall. Manny reflexes, backed up to the 13. He takes it in. Iturbide on the costado, splitter. Manny with the high scoop. Manny's got the camera turn, not opening up. Iturbide stops it. Iturbide low and hard, just above the pad. Manny positions himself. It's a 2-wall. Comes back to Iturbide. Forehand, low and hard. Is scoring for the set. Iturbide and Spinner force a third one coming up in just 2 minutes.
So we will go to a third and final set.
I-Kada and Manny up there. Letting that set slip away. Look at, Manny is just everywhere. I-Kada as well. The aggressive play by this second-ranked team of the Cyclones. 1-8 when they played together previously. Had one win going into this past Friday night when they put on a show and carried that momentum over to this one, Stu. Manny going to put his body on the line. He loves turning difficult rebotes. That one would have been a highlight reel save for sure. Just couldn't time it up enough. And Iturbide and Spinner force that third and decisive set.
There we are back in the ESPN 3 Players Cage for the last time today.
And with a win in this final set, the Chargers would steal the game day away from the Cyclones, winning 4-3.5. But the Cyclones win, they can open up a pretty big day, Stu, 5-2.5. They're able to get this final set. Yeah, probably more significant match here for this Chargers team, who on the outside looking in for the playoff race. Cyclones, after their performance against the Wall Warriors last week and a clean sweep of the points, the way that they've been playing, hard to see any other team knocking them out and going on the cold streak that'd be necessary to keep them out of the playoffs. Never know, though. This Chargers team went on quite the run last year that got themselves into the playoffs in the third and final spot. They rode that all the way to a championship. So all you got to do is make it in the playoffs. You never know what could happen. Big match right here, big set. First one to 6. We'll take it. I-Kada and Manny have the serve. Manny back over the top to the inside. Spinner runs around it to keep it on the forehand. Outside placement is outside the court. First point goes to Iturbide and Spinner.
I-Kada not throwing many shots, wanted that one.
Bold.
Outside placement.
Yeah. That's an overserve. Second serve coming up. Here's Manny on the inside, backhand. Taken in by Spinner. Able to get this one a pass. I-Kada all alone on the rebote. That's powerfully thrown wall to wall. Manny on the inside, low running backhand. Here's Spinner. Takes it at the 12, drops it over the top, slows it down for a moment. Here's I-Kada on the bounce, takes it in, shoots it low and hard. Back to Spinner. Here's Manny, backhand. Spinner takes that one in the air. Softer touch. Opposite at I-Kada lets it come back to Manny on the bounce. Iturbide looking to cut it off. He's up there. Inside placement. Manny scooped it up. Backhand lifted. That one coming out. Iturbide on the rebote. Drop back inside. Here's Manny going up for it. Spinner high off the front wall. One dropping. Little contact with the sidewall. I-Kada stays with it. Iturbide has him trapped inside. What a stop by I-Kada on the forehand. Spinner does get up there before the second bounce. What a read. That one on the wall, not a lot on it. Iturbide comes back, puts it above the pad. I-Kada on the forehand. The carom opens to score. What a throw by I-Kada. Ties it up 1-1.
I believe that's the first carom I've seen I-Kada throw in this match.
Backhand, that one just launched, cutting inside. It's going to be a tough rebote. I-Kada stays with it. Beautiful return coming to the backcourt. Forehand rebote right over I-Kada's head. Takes Iturbide outside. Low, hard forehand. Manny lines it up. He scoops it up. Rebote, it's a 2-wall. I-Kada with a high scoop. Forehand just above the pad. Dropping low. Spinner up there again before the second bounce. Backhand launched. Coming up the middle, I-Kada on the rebote, low and hard. Here's Spinner again. Rebote left side. And he slows it down for a moment. Spinner runs around it. Forehand. Back over the top. Manny in the corner, going up for it. Iturbide cuts it off. Philo, more of a split placement. Manny reaching inside, comes up with it. Not it right on the tip. Spinner, fake the carom, drops it inside. No cyclone there for the rebote. Well played. Chargers hit their second point. They lead 2-1.
So the energy coming off the court is just intense. Intense. Manny moving the wrong way to try to make that play here in the backcourt, having played two fantastic sets.
And he comes out with a low runner. Iturbide up there at the 9 line, takes it in overhead. Big backhand. Passing. I-Kada on the rebote off his footing. He drops it inside. Well placed. Good catch by Spinner. Spinner drops it inside. Here's I-Kada backhand. Spinner committed to the forehand. He comes up with it. Back over the top again. Here's Manny. Low and hard. Spinner takes it on the bounce now. Backhand. Here's I-Kada. Spinner from the 11 line. Drops between the Cyclones. I-Kada, a lofty rebote, stays with it. Spinner just out of the way. Iturbide calls him off. Left side rebote. Back to the forehand of Manny. Here's Spinner now at the 10 line. Pika, big bounce. Manny turning early, looking for the rebote. 2-wall. Iturbide, again, not going to get there in the air. Comes back to Spinner. Manny on the inside, sidearm play. This time Iturbide cuts it off. Hard backhand, low runner. Here's Manny. Three-wall play for Spinner. I-Kada on the rebote, spinning save. Iturbide takes it off the sidewall. This one up the middle. High scoop by Manny. He's there again. Long cortada. Better positioning by Spinner. Comfortably takes that in on the left side. Big backhand follows. Rebote up the middle. Spinner with it again. Spinner from the 10 line. Make the outside placement. He keeps it inside for Manny. I-Kada went for the scoop. Ball missed. 3-1 lead for Iturbide and Spinner.
Scoops are always difficult to go after. Always want to try to catch the ball in the air whenever possible. Once the ball touches a second surface or even a third surface, front wall, side wall, floor, trying to make that scoop, or even front wall, floor, trying to scoop it right off the floor. Particularly difficult catch with the spin.
Here's Manny in the corner, coming out with it on the left side. Iturbide backed up, cuts it off, just launches it. I-Kada at the 3 line, powers one over the top, right back to Spinner. Backhand by Manny. Here's Spinner at the 12 line on the inside, a little bit off the sidewall. I-Kada able to cut it off. I-Kada just above the pad, a little extra kick. Spinner stays with it. Manny up the wall, beautiful catch, crashes in, gets it off. Here's Spinner now, middle of the court. Sidearm throw right over Iturbide's head. Manny takes it on the bounce. I-Kada's got that one, cuts it off, hard backhand, kick it up, pass Spinner, rebote coming right up the middle. Manny back over the top. Spinner hauls him off. Handles in the backcourt beyond the 13. I-Kada outside placement. Iturbide there. Could not make the catch. Second point for I-Kada and Manny. They serve.
Important point and uncharacteristic miss there for Iturbide. Not a particularly well thrown outside placement, meaning that wasn't particularly far away from the player, wasn't particularly close to the line. But Iturbide just not able to manage the catch.
Backhand by Spinner, coming right up the middle. I-Kada. Mote save from the forehand. Iturbide's got it in the air, shoots it inside where it scores. 4-2 advantage. Iturbide and Spinner serve.
That's a tough miss by Manny, having made so many good catches throughout the day.
Hard serve, what a catch by Manny in the corner. Iturbide aggressively, he's backed up to the 10 line. Powerful forehand, Manny reaching up for it. And drop between the Chargers. Iturbide on the rebote, caught the corner, kicks out to the middle of the court. I-Kada back over the top, Spinner running around it, he's got it. I-Kada aggressively again. This one shot back inside, in and out of the basket it goes. 4-3. I-Kada and Manny serve.
Each one of these points is so important. Again, we played 2 sets. First team to reach 6 points will win this match.
Manny backing up, takes it on the bounce. Sidearm, forehand. Iturbide calls him off on the rebote, plays it inside. Here's Manny. Sidearm, forehand. Iturbide backs up, he cuts it off. Manny from the 12 line, this one kicking up and out. Iturbide backpedals, into position, dropping. I-Kada, what a catch. Poked it right off the sidewall. Well, that one ate him up, stayed inside, just trickling out of the basket. Brings Iturbide and Spinner to a 5-3 advantage. In our third set, they have a possible match point. Back over the top to the inside. Here's Spinner. Manny in the corner, drop back over the top. No play for Iturbide. Here's Spinner. At the 10 line, hard throw. This one stays a little inside. Manny out of the way. Kada's got the rebote. Good catch. Here's Spinner. Powerful backhand. Spinner going to keep it on the left side. Backhand that just does clear the overhead screen. Rebote lobbed up. I-Kada drops it inside. Spinner going up for it again. The inside. I-Kada with the high scoop. He's got it. Low and hard back inside. That's tipped by Iturbide. Keeps the match going 5-4 in favor of Iturbide and Spinner. I-Kada and Manny have the serve.
Have to see what happens here. Will the Chargers be able to close this out, or will it go to 5-5?
Forehand back inside. Here's Manny. Ball tipped. We are at 5-5 in our third set. This is match point. I-Kada and Manny serve.
Match and game day point, right?
Everything.
Everything on the line.
Stu.
Wow.
It's a huge point for the Chargers in their season. Can take the win and the game day all in 1 point. See who does it. Served by I-Kada. Here's Spinner on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. 3-wall play. I-Kada lines it up. Iturbide aggressively. Just going to keep it inside. Low running backhand. Manny back beyond the 13. Hard throw. Drops between the Chargers. Iturbide lines it up, and that one is in the overhead screen.
Brought it back around.
Point, set, and a hard-fought match going to I-Kada and Manny. The final point, 6-5 in the third set. Folks, stay tuned for the post-game show. That's going to be coming your way just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point
win.
set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court postgame show. Andrew Blackman joined by Stu Nyman. Big day for the Cyclones, still at the top of our standings. Cut to some of those replays right away.
Take
us back to that.
With doubles, Bueno and Manu. Bueno, of course, we didn't know at this time that he was going to be player of the day, but all based on part of his play in this match and in a subsequent singles match, he earned player of the day. Bueno Saglion, not in that point there. Manu was solidly in the backcourt, just doing a tremendous job. Nice save by Zulaika. Look at that. Look at that. Really solid save by Zulaika. Bueno moves up on the ball. Here comes a 2-all. Beautiful catch. There's the 2-all. It's a bold shot.
Yeah.
Bold shot selection. Good choice. He landed it well.
I don't know where I'm looking. See that one going in favor of Bueno and Manu. That took us to this 4th ring singles match. Highly anticipated. This one went a 3rd set. Decisive 11-point, the 3rd set the first time around, but it was all I-Kada today, Stu. With shots like that, you see a couple more caroms.
Absolutely. Also a candidate here for player of the day. See, the issue there was that interference? No. He had already made most of the movement to try to get to the ball. And the ball was literally in his cesta when he had contact with I-Kada. So there was no interference there. Now, when I-Kada, on the next play, tried to backstep to get to the ball, he immediately stopped and asked for interference. That's the difference between those two plays. Forehand to the outside by Spinner, really well played. Yeah.
But look at this presence of mind. He knows that rebote is coming out.
Situational awareness. Know where the ball is, know where the front wall is. And Spinner just not able to. I think Spinner had his wind-up already in play. Took his eye off the ball there a little bit. Comes up with the carom here. Very nicely done by Spinner. I-Kada was just locked in after he had physical contact with Spinner. Outside placement, beautifully executed to score. I-Kada, good focus. Sometimes we see him take his eye off the ball, not there.
Trapped inside, and carom ends it, Stu. Believe. Straight set victory for I-Kada. Didn't even need that 3rd set this time around.
Nope, straight sets.
Then that brought us to the top-ranked doubles here, Carballo and
this
Manu.
first set was
Like
something
Benny.
else.
Yes, it was.
Carballo is one of the most talented players on the roster, without question, going up against the seasoned veteran, Zulaika. But Carballo sometimes makes avoidable errors like that one there, throwing the ball hard but kind of back at himself, where he has a difficult time getting out of the way. And this was another, you have Manu back there. Manu, the best backcourter on the roster. Also a tremendous experience. So there's no need for you to go after the serve like that. So that first set, a bit rough. They came back out in the second set. Carballo was operating like a finely tuned Swiss watch.
Absolutely.
I mean, he just was mistake-free there in that second set. Same energy, saves some beautiful rebotes. And the power. But Zulaika, with those Costalo 2 walls, just too much going into.
I mean,
I believe
look
it
at
was
these.
the third set. No, they were just beautifully executed.
Gorgeous.
Here's Manu. Basically, he walked up to Carballo and said, "Look, this guy's snapping them. Look where they're cutting out. You got to move further up. You're going to have to move up on that ball a bit more if you want a chance of getting those."
And just kept
Just
throwing
wasn't
them.
able to, and
The big win there for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. Just 1 of 2 wins on the day for them. That brought us to a 5th-ranked singles here. Rock against Bueno. Bueno doing a good job avenging that earlier season loss.
absolutely. Rock off to a pretty good start in today's match. Bueno having a few unforced errors, but then started hitting his stride there second half of the first set, and clearly in the second set just doing a great job. But Rock definitely had some really good shots.
Yeah, good carom
Like
right
that
there.
carom right there.
That ball tipped on the inside by Bueno. You see Rock, look at this, lines it up. Great defense here by Bueno. You saw this all day long. Beat him inside, well done.
Very well done.
And that one ending in favor of Bueno. At game day, at this point, 3.5 points for the Cyclones, 2.5 for the Chargers. A chance for both teams to win it in this finale right here. And boy, I-Kada Manny turned the corner here in this season. 2 wins in a row now after this effort.
And nail biters. I
Yeah,
mean, these
not easy matches.
These came right down to the end. Iturbide and Spinner playing really, really well together. I-Kada, a front quarter. Again, if you're new to highlight, front quarters tend to be the more offensive position of the two. Back quarters defensive, front quarters offensive. But you have defensive front quarters, and I-Kada is definitely a defensive front quarter. He does not throw a lot of shots.
2-all here, look at that.
Manny was just spectacular in the backcourt. Man, what energy.
Tries to make that save, but just couldn't get enough on it.
Manny with 25 years of professional, 26 years of professional highlight experience overall. That ball catches the pad. Not sure what call Spinner was looking there for there, but
He's gone.
Iturbide just snags this serve, drops it back in. Kada's got it.
Look at that.
Beautiful
back-ends.
catch by Spinner.
Yeah, this was
Just
a great
beautiful.
sequence, and then the carom coming.
Nice carom. Very
right
nice
back at
carom.
him. Yeah, not an easy throw. And I-Kada, I mean, if he's looking for it, could have taken that in the air, but
Iturbide
Well
definitely
executed.
played better in the second half than he did in the second set, in the second match than he did the first.
see here, I-Kada trying to take it off the wall. That one tipped. That rebote getting away from him. I believe that some of these highlights here into the third set now. I mean, look at this power by Iturbide, Manny in the corner side. Yeah, the end of the
Just
second
a little
set.
too much there. Yeah.
With that
I
attempted
thought that he had
rebote.
actually gotten hit by that ball again. That's in that black barrier there. That's just kind of, I guess, underneath our heads. I couldn't see what happened.
It went down, fortunately popped right back up. They had a third set to play.
Beautiful catch by I-Kada. And this set obviously could have gone either way.
Yeah, started with that little miss on the outside placement, but then I-Kada really locked back in and much more conservative in terms of his shot making as we move through the rest of the set. Look at this stop here, and then just keeps it inside. I'll tell you what, Spinner doing a good job of getting there before the second bounce.
Beautiful catch there by Manny. Beautiful catch again. Here you got it on the front view. High scoop by I-Kada. So important that he holds on to that ball.
Some of these final highlights rolling on here.
Then it became anybody's match.
Yeah, that rebote looks like a little contact there. Sidewall. Well, Cesta into the sidewall. That one ending in favor of I-Kada and Manny. What a comeback win for that second-ranked team of the Cyclones, and adding some much-needed points here. I mean, every point matters in the grand scheme of this season, but a big game day win, Stu. They added 5 points to just 2.5 for the Chargers, and they've opened up a pretty significant lead at the top of our standings. If we can show you those right there. Cyclones 53.5 points, Devils 41.5, Renegades at 39. You got the Chargers at 38.5. Also, you got to keep in mind the Wall Warriors, they're 27.5. They have a couple extra game days to be played. You got the Cyclones, 31.5 points left. The Devils with 39.5. Renegades with 55, so they have a couple extra game days to play. And the Chargers, 39.5. So you see the Devils and Chargers, looks like they're going to be fighting for that final playoff spot along with the Wall Warriors there. A couple extra game days to be played. Player of the day for today, Stu. A couple of good candidates. I mean, some undefeated players.
Well, the way you ran from the interview to the set was gazelle-like.
Thank you.
No,
haven't seen
seriously,
speed like that in a while. So thank you.
Exactly. But second to you, if I have to pick someone, I'm definitely picking Bueno on the deck. It was a toss-up actually for me between Bueno and I-Kada, but Bueno gets the call.
Yeah, let's hear from Bueno. We just spoke to him a few moments ago, our player of the day. We are here with Bueno, player of the day for the Cesta Cyclones. Boy, you've hit your stride here in this Fall 23 season. Winners of 3 in a row in singles, 4 in a row with Manu, and then you and I-Kada coming off a win on that 5th-ranked team. What's been it about this Fall 23 season that brought out the best in Bueno here in the second half?
I don't know. I would say that it's like a whole team thing going on. You know, we're all playing together as a unit, and, you know, it's important for us to continue this momentum going into the playoffs and hopefully the championship.
Yeah, how do you guys get that #1 seed and stay locked into that top spot?
I mean, that's the magic question. If we knew that, you know, if anybody knew that, we wouldn't, you know, we didn't have to show up. But the trick is kind of, you know, the communication that we got going on behind the scenes. You know, we come in, we practice, we got a game plan, the communication on the court, and then it comes down to the execution. And fortunately, the team together as a unit has been able to execute over the last couple days, weeks, you know, game days. So.
Absolutely. Congratulations on your great one. Bueno, player of the day for today.
Thank you. Go Clones.
And that was Bueno, our player of the day for today, undefeated, and he's won about almost 8 matches in a row that he's played.
The second half of the season has been all. I mean, he's just been playing great. There's a couple guys that would start off a little shaky back in September, really hit their stride here in October and November, no question about it.
Yeah, when we return tomorrow, Stu, it's going to be the first time that we have the Renegades and Warriors playing each other this season. Nicholas and Julian against Goanaga and Arats gets us started, then Correa against Ubia. Joseph and Nicholas against Gaucheri and Ben. That has been forfeited. Gaucheri and Ben will get the win there. Joseph and Julian will take on El Barba and Arats. El Barba, maybe seeing him, hopefully, maybe for the final time.
Joseph
Williams
and El Barba, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun tomorrow.
But we know that Williams has been getting some practice in and close to a return here.
Absolutely.
So El Barba substitutes there with Arats in that 5th-ranked match. Then Joseph against Ben in singles, and we close it out with a great second-ranked doubles matchup. Nicholas and Julian, #1. That's the second team for the Warriors against the one of the Renegades. That's going to be Gaucheri and Ubia. Again, Inaki is out, Bradley is out, couple injuries for that Warriors team. But they fought last season, took home the #1 seed. They have a chance this year to make a nice second-half run. We'll be back in action with the Renegades and Warriors tomorrow. For Stu Nyman, I'm Andrew Bleckman. Enjoy your Monday night, everybody.
See you tomorrow, 5 p.m.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!